Hello and welcome to the Sunday debate. It's great to see you once again. This is the 7th episode of the Sunday debate. And principally, the idea behind the Sunday debate is very simple. We believe that on a daily basis there are issues to debate which take off from what has happened today. But there's obviously a theme through the week which people want debated in greater length. And there must be two sides taken. And people must face each other physically in a studio. You must be involved in the debate. You must tweet. You must tell us where you stand on the debate. And you will have the final say on who wins the debate, not me. That's our Sunday debate. The subject this week is very topical because this has been another week when national interest has been branded as the not cool thing to do. The government of India submitted its probe document on intelligence inputs on the Rohingyas being a threat to Indians and to our national security, and it was given in court. And yet all the Ovaisis, Yechuris and Mamata Banerjees could react was about making an issue of national interest, an issue of Muslims and appeasement. And that is at least the way I look at it. And hence, I'm making my position clear on the subject. Viewers, those who've been watching my debates know that I at least make a full public disclosure of my position. And then I arbitrate in the course of the debate. But we'll have both sides giving their point of view. As usual, 6 panelists on the Sunday debate today, starting with my left on the subject today, is backing illegal infiltrators, compromising national interest. Is backing infiltrators compromising national interest, by which it follows is backing chakmas following compromising national interest, but more particularly and specifically is backing Rohingyas for them to stay in this country, trapped or not, compromising national interest. Speaking against the motion today, I have with me on my left, Advocate Waris Pathan, member of the Legislative Assembly, a controversial man from a controversial party called the IMIM. He's a leading advocate as well. And to his left is Tanveer Ahmed, who I've met for the first time face-to-face in a TV studio. I meet him very often. He's a very volatile spokesperson of the JDS and has this week taken strong positions for Rohingyas. And to his left is a researcher of Islamic studies, Atikur Rahman, has taken a strong position for Rohingyas as well. You shall speak up and speak up as loudly and emphatically as you wish to. And to my right, we have GVL Narasimha Rao, one of the long-standing spokespersons and a cephalogist by training, and now national spokesperson of the BJP. And to his right is Shubhrashta. Shubhrashta is a columnist. She's an activist. She's a political commentator. And she made a mark in her first appearance on the debate this week on this very issue. She has detailed experience across various states, especially the state of Assam. And to her right is Ashok Pandit, filmmaker, social activist, and completely anti-Rohingya. We'll start the debate by taking positions. 1 minute to each side. Choose your lead speaker. And then we'll have an open debate. One person from this side, one person from the other. Voting starts, tweeting starts right now. Who's opening the debate from this side, please? Against the motion. Who's going against the motion? All right. Opening the debate from this side is Advocate Waris Pathan, who is here to defend Rohingyas and presumably defend infiltrators as well. Please.
First thing, Arnab, you cannot call them infiltrators. They are refugees. As per the international law of refugee, it is clear that if
those who take over our soil like vultures will be called infiltrators.
He will be murdered, he will be massacred, genocide is taking place. And if he is coming to our country, don't call them infiltrators, they are refugee as per the international law of refugee. Now coming back to why they should be sent back, let me tell you, since last 6 years, so many Rohingyas, first of all, don't take them as Muslim Rohingyas. I am talking here on the humanitarian ground, humanitarian aspect of the thing, which we have to discuss, not in the religion prism. They have been living in our country, in Jammu, in Jaipur, in Hyderabad since last more than 6 years. Mehbooba Mufti, who is in partner with the BJP government in Jammu and Kashmir, December 2017 in the last budget session, she made a statement that 5,700 Rohingyans are living in our state of Jammu. Not a single case has erupted so far to show or suggest that they are anybody is radicalized or there is any input from the intelligence that they are trying to
Sir, your time is up.
inculcate themselves, or
Your time, 1 minute is up.
or they are trying to
Your 1 minute is up.
they're trying
Conclude your
let
point.
me just complete
10
in
seconds,
a short way that they are trying to do any illegal activity. She made a statement. There are 700 Rohingyans staying in Jaipur. Not a single FIR. Just show me from the
Time
details
up.
which you have. Is there any single FIR registered against the Rohingyas who are living in our country? They are living peacefully. They are
So Waris
refugees,
Patan,
and
these
aliens
illegal
can stay
infiltrators
for
will
20
take over our soil like vultures and are likely to fulfill Pakistan's terror agenda on our soil. But you and Asaduddin Owaisi want us to roll out the red carpet and welcome these illegal infiltrators. Opening from this side is GVL Narasimha Rao. GVL, be as unsparing as you wish to be.
Arnab, this is a debate on which all 6 of us should be sitting on one side.
But you're not.
And standing up for people of India,
Yeah.
and for national security. But unfortunately, what is happening is that for the sake of vote bank politics, we have political parties placing their vote security over and above national security. Bangladesh, which is a Muslim majority country, is articulating our position, is echoing our position. Myanmar is willing to take back the illegal immigrants and through a process of verification. So when all the countries are united in their position, why do we have sections of Indian polity wanting to echo the sentiments of some terror groups which want to use this issue to wage a jihad against Myanmar and against India?
You're saying they're representing terrorist groups?
No, they are echoing their views. Jaish-e-Mohammed and Pakistani clergy, they are all making the same comments. This is
You're
a
equating
subject.
them with the Pakistani clergy.
No, I
and
am
the Jaish-e
saying,
Mohammed.
unfortunately,
I think this
has
side is going to
become-
burst in flames now.
Unfortunately, this has taken over a religious
pinpoint a
dimension.
single person.
Unfortunately, this has taken a religious dimension,
Pinpoint a
and
single person
I would like you, please
has
stand
said that the
people of
terrorists
India.
amongst the
It's
Rohingyas
people of India
are supported
versus
by-
illegal immigrants. It's
Pinpoint a
people.
single
It's the
person, sir.
interest of people of India. It is the national security of India. It is the humanitarian considerations of India. We are sending large volumes of humanitarian aid to the same Rohingyas. We have all sympathies for them, but we cannot compromise our own national security. We cannot deny rights to our own citizens.
One of you decide. One of you at a time. I think one of you, please decide who's responding, please. But Mike,
May I?
decide among yourself. Don't ask me.
In fact,
One of you
sir,
at a time. The debate
in
is
fact,
on.
Sir, Owaisi and even Mamata Banerjee never said that we support the terrorists amongst the Rohingyas. What she said, Mamata Banerjee, is you can punish the able-bodied people who can be, attached to some organizations.
No, but the
But
question
not
is,
the women, not
why-
the children, not the old people. They cannot be tagged as terrorists.
The governments from where they have come, they have said all those people who have been thrown
Sir,
out.
there is a
they are
difference
all terrorists. They have
between
supported
the
terrorism
junta
there.
in
It is their
Myanmar
government
and a
who
democratic
supported
government in
terrorists.
Myanmar.
It's not we.
Now there is a
Their
democracy in
government.
Myanmar.
It is their government.
Now there is a
They have
democracy in
said
Myanmar.
have
If
said
they
that are
cannot,
terrorists, and that's why we are throwing them out from this country. And more sense better, Sir, Jammu has been encircled by these Rohingyas in a very planned way, in a much designed way. It is
Tanvir is laughing.
Listen, I tell you, no, it's a fact. It's not laughable. It's not laughable.
Okay.
For them,
Tanvir,
for them,
why are
the
you
state
laughing
which
at
is
it?
very near to them,
Debate, but
they are
don't
not
laugh.
there.
No,
They are
I
Don't
need
laugh
to,
at Ashok
when,
Patel.
when he
You can
says
debate
an
with him, you can't laugh at him.
statement,
And
irresponsible
in
statement,
a much
laughable
designed
statement.
way. Mr. Tanvir Verma, you will
Okay,
find it
fine,
laughable
fine.
because
One
it's
second,
not
one
suiting
second.
you.
Let us
Because
get an
it's not
opportunity.
suiting you.
No, one second,
I
sir.
come from J&K.
Sir.
Jammu is in threat. People of Jammu are in threat. They are worried the way they are behaving in Jammu.
I understand, sir.
They are going all out against the locals. And mind you, we are going to experience another genocide and ethnic cleansing like Kashmiri Pandits on Dogras in Jammu. Very
On
soon.
what basis are you
Because-
making that comment?
Because
you
No,
can't
I'll tell
put out warnings of
I'm not-
genocide
I'm
without
telling you,
substantiating it with
because
facts.
locals
No,
are
you're
being
provoking
threatened.
sentiment.
The locals are being threatened. The locals are under fear. The way
By whom?
Rohingyas are
Locals are also
By
being
whom?
treated by the
By
Chakras
Rohingyas in Jammu. By
Ashok,
Rohingyas.
Ashok.
The Supreme Court has
You
said
decide among yourselves.
the Supreme Court is ready to give them the Indian nationality.
They have taken
One
the
of you,
entire
one of you.
city
One
to
second,
this thing,
one
you know.
second.
Tanvir,
As GBL said that we all 6 needs to be at one side. Yes, for the first time I agree with you.
that I am with India. I want to see India as Vasudeva Kutumbakam. I would like to see India as
But not with terrorists.
1 second, sir.
Not with terrorists.
I would
The
like to
internal
see
security of the
1
country is
second,
more
sir. 1
important.
second, sir.
Are you calling him anti-national?
I would like to see India as Vishwa Guru.
What, Ashok Pandit?
I would like to see India as
That
Vishwa
is
Guru.
why we are
The
showing
Vishwa Guru,
humanitarian
the Vishwa
sympathies.
Guru
We
is
are
not on the
singing
basis of
we
nuclear
cannot-
weapons.
we
The
cannot
Vishwa Guru is
offer
not
our
on the
country.
basis of war.
We cannot
The
be
Vishwa
already
Guru is not on the basis
in the
of
throes of a
who is
danger of
stronger.
terrorism.
Vishwa Guru
You
is
want
on the
us to
basis of
expose-
humanitarian ground.
You want this
Vishwa
country
Guru,
to
if at
become
all
like what
the
Pakistan
Indian
is?
policy,
You want
very
India
Indian
to
policy.
become
I would like to
a
say
safe
what world
haven
is
for
saying.
terrorists?
What is the world saying?
When
1
the
second.
intelligence report-
What is the world saying
says
about
that they are
Rohingyas?
sent to the country
What is the
accepted.
world saying about Rohingyas?
You see, if I may please come into the debate. 1 minute. 1 minute. And let Shubrashta also
As
speak.
far as Ashok is, you say,
First of all, on both
kindly
sides,
Ashok, see the United Nations
on
High
both sides,
Commissioners.
do not speak over each
Ashok,
other.
kindly see-
Do not speak over each other, kindly. Please, sir.
majority of the
Sir, I know you
Rohingyas-
have your facts, but allow me to intervene for a
Just a
minute.
second, I want
1
to
second.
reply to
1
Ashok.
second,
He
sir.
said
Let
all
me
of them
hold the
are
debate.
terrorists. No.
Yeah.
Majority of the
What are
Rohingyas
they?
are in India have
What are
cards
they?
issued by the United High Commissioner for Refugees,
So-
UNHCR.
Children.
Majority of the Rohingyas are issued card by them. So how can you label all of
Okay,
them as
Shubrashta will
terrorists?
respond to you.
Ashok
Ashok Pandit and Waris Pathan.
Waris.
Ashok Pandit and Waris Pathan, a request
Ashok.
to you from my side
Yeah.
is that please, I request both of you, don't speak over each other, and within the debate, remember, within one side, more than one person cannot speak at a time, so please coordinate among yourself. I want Shubrashta to come in, but before that, Atikur Rahman has been coming on debates, Shubrashta, for the last 2 weeks. And Atikur Rahman, who's sitting there, he's been coming on the debate after debate, and he's been saying these Rohingyans, these poor Rohingyans, these hapless people, his entire argument is based around the premise that they are poor and hapless people. My question to him would be, but you can say it the way you want to. Tomorrow, is having links with the Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed are poor and hapless people. Tomorrow, Masood Azhar and Hafiz Saeed will also be called poor and hapless people by you. If being part of the ISI and ISIS designs makes these infiltrators poor and hapless, tomorrow you will say Zakir Musa is also poor and hapless.
Never.
Do not give that argument. That is what I call a compromise of national
How can
security.
we-
Suprashta will respond.
We know the West is helping Masood Azhar.
Suprashta.
Why should we tell them?
She's
they are
making her
helpless.
opening remarks.
I would like to bring some data into the debate, because I think data is what is needed to answer people like Waris Pathan. Mr. Waris Pathan began by saying, "Show me one case." So you mentioned conveniently Jaipur. You forgot your own, your own area called Hyderabad, where news reports after news reports have said that identity cards have been given to Rohingyas in complicity with the police. So what do you have to comment on that? And this whole idea, hold on, I am not done yet. Waris ji, I am not done yet. Please allow me. Please allow me to complete and answer your narrative.
You're heckling her.
But let me answer your concerns. So number one, this whole nonsense of identity card being issued by the government. Whose government? I mean, there have been governments after governments in, for example, Bengal and Assam, who have been doling out identity cards like anything. And you go and talk to any Satradhikar, and you would know that one fine day a person wakes up in Assam, finds an entire village resurrected in front of his house. What are you talking?
What
so on
about
the question,
Bangladesh?
hold on, I am not done yet, Waris ji.
She's
Waris ji,
pulverizing
I am
our
not
country.
done yet. I have
So
to
if you are
bring in
leveling
the debate
allegation against,
another
if you are
two
leveling
very
allegation,
interesting
allow me to
arguments.
rebut your allegations,
The
madam.
first of all,
With great
in
respect to
Myanmar,
you, allow me to
Rohingyas
rebut.
came in
Listen,
1430.
she's countering.
In a time span of 20 years, the population has jumped to 300%, which makes me come back to what Ashok Pandit ji said. UNHCR, जिसकी दुहाई आप बहुत ज़्यादा देते हैं ना, UNHCR का रिपोर्ट कहता है कि आज 5,700 जम्मू और इंडियन एडमिनिस्ट्रेड कश्मीर जो है, जो मुझे शब्द भी यूज नहीं करना चाहिए, पर आप जैसे लोगों के कारण ये शब्द यूज करना पड़ता है, टू बी कोट एंड कोट पॉलिटिकली
मैं भी आपको कोट करता हूं यूएनएचसीआर से। मैं भी आपको कोट करना चाहता हूं लेटेस्ट मैडम जुलाई 10 2017 का।
नहीं, सुनने की हिम्मत रखिए।
देखिए मैं आपको यूएनएचसीआर का ही मैं कोट कर रहा हूं।
Don't try to mansplain me over here. Do not try
I
to
want to
mansplain me
rebut
over
what the
here.
allegations
Let
are.
her speak. She heard you for the last 10 minutes of the debate.
Enough.
Continue, Subrashta.
What the UNHCR Executive
Enough of
Committee
this.
India has consistently expressed its commitment to Refugee International Forum, most recently
You are
on July 10,
I'm sorry.
2017.
You need
At the
to
first-
understand what Indian government's position is? Which government are you backing, Varis Pathan? Which government are you backing? Did you hear the Home Minister? Did you listen to the Home Minister's argument?
What do you mean?
About the
What nonsense are you talking about?
Government of India.
आपने राजनाथ सिंह जी का बयान सुना, वारिस जी?
Let me make a statement.
राजनाथ सिंह जी
As
ने
a first
बहुत ही
discussion
दमखम के साथ ये कहा
towards
है
the global
कि वो
बोलने क्यों नहीं दे रहे? आप इनको आप डरते हैं इनसे?
अरे डरता नहीं, मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ। मुझे जवाब देने दो। आप false और baseless allegation लगाएंगे। अरे सुनिए, आपको UNHRC का बताया, India urged countries to refrain from redefining the refugee convention or diluting the principle of non-refoulement.
सुनिए क्यों बोलने नहीं दे रहे इनको? बोलिए, सुनिए।
सरकार की दुहाई देते हैं
What is this?
वक्तव्य को सुनने की हिम्मत नहीं है।
सरकार अगर झूठ बोलेगी तो क्या वो भी एक्सेप्ट करेंगे? कोई भी वक्तव्य भी आप दोगे तो हम सुनेंगे नहीं। Let me explain to you.
You listen to her, no? You'll speak after her. After her, you speak. Why is speaking over her? No. I protest. Varis Pathan.
ये आवाज दबाने की कोशिश करते हैं।
Varis Pathan. All three can't speak together.
100% का
You can
इजाफा
speak. Now,
20 साल में आप कैसे एक्सप्लेन करेंगे? कौन सा पॉपुलेशन एक्सप्लोजन है ये? इलीगल माइग्रेशन नहीं है तो क्या है?
मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ।
होम मिनिस्टर,
तो गवर्नमेंट
Let us speak. Let her speak.
Home Minister has made it very clear that most of the Rohingyas in India are not refugees, they are illegal migrants. So I'm sorry, but I'm not going to buy any data by UNHCR.
Disingenuous statement made by the Home Minister. Now I
Let her complete a point. Let her complete a point. You have to let her complete a point.
Allow me.
You have to let her complete a point. Then you stop.
UNHCR का जो convention है ना वारिस
One
जी,
panelist is not being allowed to speak.
But you are not allowing me.
UNHCR का जो refugees को लेकर के convention है ना वारिस जी, थोड़ा facts पे देखा कीजिए. India is not a signatory to that. Number one. Number two.
You're wrong.
I have to explain to you. If I am wrong, let me explain. अरे जुलाई 10 2017 का स्टेटमेंट देखिए. एक मिनट मेरा बोलने दीजिए.
You admit आपने गलती की है.
प्लीज मुझे बोलने दीजिए. Most recently on July 10 2017 at the first thematic discussions towards the global compact.
Varis Pathan.
India urged countries to refrain from redefining the refugee convention or diluting the principle.
Varis Pathan and Shubhrashta. Now let me come in. Silence between both of you. Let the anchor come in. Now let the anchor come in, Varis.
Is the statement false?
Accept the fact today.
Is the statement false?
I will.
Is the statement you are falsifying the statement which is given in the NCR.
Silence.
You are not. You don't want to follow the non-refoulement. You don't want to follow the customary law. Who are you going to follow?
Wait, let her speak. Varis, stop. Why after her?
Okay, after her. But
Now, can I come in between both of you? One minute. Can I come in between this debate? Now, one point. I think we are missing the wood for the trees. You want me to be very honest about it. I'll say it, but don't jump at me. Because I have made a disclosure on my position at the start. And Varis Pathan, you listen, you didn't let her speak. Now, that's not right. You keep saying your campaign is not about Rohingyas being Muslim. That's the center point, epicenter of the argument. So let me say it straight here. Kiran Rijiju rejected the idea of giving citizenship to the Chakma and the Hajong refugees settled in Arunachal Pradesh. Why didn't Asaduddin Owaisi have a campaign for them? Because they are Buddhists and Hindus and they don't have the straightforward, if you want me to say, Muslim tag ascribed to them. No, let me complete. 100,000 Sri Lankan refugees till this point live in Tamil Nadu. Am I correct? Why are you not fighting for their rights with half the same vigor and zeal? Why not? That kicks in when you talk about Rohingyas, because Rohingyas are Muslim.
No, but 4 lakh Kashmir Pandits have been made refugees in their own homeland.
One of your Hindus brothers' house, as of Ashok, 200 houses of our Hindu brothers have been ransacked.
Let another panelist speak.
Hindu brothers have also been killed in Rohingya.
Don't speak over each other. Don't speak over each other.
Hindu brothers
promise from you
killed in Rohingya and
that you will not heckle
their houses have been looted. They are houseless. And what about the
Varis Pathan, there are 2 co-panelists. उनको बोलने दीजिए. Varis Pathan,
जितने भी लोग आज रोहिंग्यास के लिए आंसू बहा रहे हैं, ये जितने भी लोग आज रोहिंग्यास के लिए आंसू बहा रहे हैं, ये जितने भी लोग चीख रहे हैं, पुकार रहे हैं,
अच्छा, आप बोलिए, मैं सुनता हूं।
मैं इस बात पर
पिछले 27 साल से मेरे अपने रिफ्यूजी स्टेटस के लिए खामोश है। आपने एक आंसू नहीं बहाया, आपने एक बात नहीं की। जितने भी पॉलिटिकल पार्टी अब बात कर रहे हैं,
Control yourself,
किसकी
Ashok.
बात कर रहे हैं आप लोग?
Control yourself, Ashok. Control yourself, Ashok.
They have
Pandit.
finished their vote
Control
bank.
yourself, Ashok.
They
Pandit.
want a new vote
Ashok,
bank to
make
win
an
the
argument, but
elections.
don't shout.
That's the only reason.
Listen to me. Listen to
But
me.
40,000 non-Indians,
Are you-
Rohingyas, your heart bleeds for them. But 4 lakh Kashmiri Pandits, your own brethren, you don't speak
आप में
for
से कौन
them.
बोल रहा है? कौन बोल रहा है? Don't shout over each other. One of you speak. No. First of all, I will not accept a debate where everybody is speaking together. Hold yourself back. Look around each
But
other.
why this hypocrisy?
One of you speak.
Hypocrisy, I will
Okay,
repeat,
Atikur.
sir.
Yeah, 40,000 non-Indians.
Atikur, I'll come to you, Tanveer. I'll come to you, Tanveer. I'll come to you. You can respond to him.
Allow
but
me
only
for
to-
just 30
GVL.
seconds.
Only GVL now. Ashok Pandit,
GVL,
take a back
sir.
seat.
You are talking in the Supreme Court on the natural resources only for Indians, right?
Of course.
We compromised, Arnab, on the natural resources of India in 1970 by Mrs. Indira Gandhi. We supported the Bangladesh cause.
Changing the goalpost.
Against the. This is not the changing of subject. Allow me for 30 seconds. I'll prove it. This is the biggest hypocrisy on earth by the Indian side.
What?
Why we supported
Which side are you on?
Bangladesh against
Which side are you
Muslim
on?
Pakistan?
You're not on the Indian side.
We have fought a 100 years war with the Pakistanis on this issue. Now why we are not supporting the Rohingyas against Myanmar?
Okay, why?
But Rohingyas
I'll
have
come
on
to
this.
उनको बोलने दीजिए. See, if you
We
speak
have
over him,
lost-
तो मैं मौका
We
दूंगा,
have
पूरा
lost
मौका. Please hold it.
hundreds of crores of rupees in defense expenditure.
क्या बोल रहे हैं आप?
Buying a war with Pakistan.
मैं अभी डिफेंस एक्सपेंडिचर की
On
बात
the
कर रहा हूँ.
natural resources issue.
मेरा सवाल क्या था? मेरा सवाल
only counter
अरे भाई
is,
आप मेरी बात
this
सुनिए.
is not hypocrisy.
अब आप मेरी
Why
बात
you
सुनिए.
supported Bangladesh?
अरे-
Why you are not supporting Rohingyas?
We,
Today.
as far as illegal immigration is concerned,
And GVL Saab, Atal Bihari Vajpayee,
Ashok,
Arnab, 1 second. My last
Don't speak for each other,
statement.
Ashok.
My last statement, GVL Saab, Atal Bihari Vajpayee called Mrs. Gandhi the Durga on the issue of Bangladesh.
Yes.
so what is your
This
problem?
is the problem is why can't we now support
We
Rohingyas?
have never
between
allowed
all-
illegal immigration even from Bangladesh. It is parties which are actually speaking for Rohingyas today.
But we
They
supported
are the
on
people who allowed
humanitarian
illegal
grounds.
immigration into Assam,
We
into West
supported
Bengal, for their
Bangladesh
own
on the
vote bank
persecution
considerations.
by
But
Pakistan.
my question is, why is your heart bleeding for 40,000 illegal immigrants
Sir, I have
who are a
answered that.
burden on our country?
Our heart bleeds for humanity.
No, but 4 lakh Kashmiri Pandits from your own Jammu and Kashmir.
The Indian
from our
ideology
Indian state,
before this
why
war
do you not speak
is
for them?
of humanitarian.
Why do you place your
The
religion
Indian
above the
ideology
nation?
so
I
far,
have a direct
you
question
are
for you.
changing the entire
You are
goalpost.
placing your
Now
religion
India is
I'll come.
posing
Wait.
as a
My
danger
charge,
to
my
the
charge,
humanitarian
Mr.
cause.
Rahman, my charge
Let him make
against
a
you
charge.
is that many of you are placing your religion above nation.
Never.
I think there
We are
cannot be
placing
anything above the
humanity
nation.
over
There can be
religion.
no
One-
compromise.
one-
You
Wait.
are asking for religion. You
Religion
are
above
asking
nation.
for what
Yes.
in the name of religion?
No, all those who are backing
We are
Rohingyas,
asking for
the
humanity.
only reason for this is either they are putting their vote bank politics or their religion over nation.
Sir,
If
you go
treat
by the
yourself an
entire
Indian
philosophy
first,
of
speak up
the
for
great
people of India.
Mahatma and tell me one
I-
single statement
I will give
of
one
Mahatma
example.
Gandhi
Can
who said that we should not
Shanti.
support the humanitarian cause.
Atikur Rahman.
We are
Shubhra, one.
But the humanitarian cause. You are making it religious.
No humanity should be shown.
You are
to
making it
Sayyid
religious.
and Zakir Musas.
India
We do
now
not
faces
believe in
danger
humanity
to the
towards
humanitarian
terrorists.
cause of
No
the world.
humanitarian grounds to Zakir Musas and Hafiz Sayyid.
Okay,
That's the
no. Now will you all, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to moderate this? Allow me to moderate it. See, you have strong tempers, so do I, but I am allowing you to speak. You don't speak over each other. Nobody will be able to hear anything. What's the point then? But I believe, now, if two people speak at one time over each other from the same side, it's a problem. Again, repeating the rules of the debate, viewers. And if you are tweeting, take away marks from those who are where the teams are not organized. Because sometimes two people are speaking from both sides. How am I going to manage this now? Please, I have my human limitations, please. My question has got unanswered. And I want a sharp debate on this point. I invite Shubhrashta and Tanveer Ahmed to debate this point. What was my question? Politically incorrect be as it may. Your campaign is not about illegal Rohingyas being Muslim, you are saying. But in that case, Rohingyas have come from Myanmar. Well, in 2012, there are 100,000 Burmese Chins, C-H-I-Ns, in Mizoram alone. Maybe you don't know, there are more Burmese Chins on Indian soil who are from Myanmar than Rohingyas. But till today, the great Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi and the great Mr. Waris Pathan and the great Mr. Tanveer Ahmed and the greater Mr. Atikur Rahman never spoke about them. Why? They didn't wave the humanitarian flag for them, Shubhrashta. They didn't. Why? But because Burmese Chins are mostly Christians.
They are not.
Oh yes, oh yes,
second,
oh
sir.
yes.
1 second,
they
sir.
are mostly
I am
Christians.
sorry.
And if you tell me about humanitarian crisis, allow me.
Tanveer ji,
Since
please.
allow me, I should not be
Tanveer ji
silenced
should
on
be
this.
allowed to
People
speak
want to
and not
watch.
share this.
People who are watching this are watching the debate for perspective, and I want to share this with you viewers. And I'm a trained social anthropologist. Since around 1990, tens of thousands of these Burmese Chins have fled from the state of Chin in Burma, and they have been seeking refuge in Myanmar. Have they not faced ethnic cleansing? Exactly. Have they not faced violence? Have they not faced religious persecution by the same Burmese military junta that you were talking about? They have. But did you speak for them? My question, you didn't then. Because Buddhists are not a vote bank, but Muslims are a big vote bank. So jump around all over India, put up maps, provoke people, put Hindu against Muslim, make a communal argument of this.
I don't have big voice.
Explain this to Shubhrashta. You will debate whether it's a Muslim issue and who made it a Muslim issue.
No.
You made it a Muslim issue. Shubhrashta can debate this now.
Can I speak or would you like to go,
Tanveer
ma'am?
ji,
Oh, I've never seen so much politeness on a program till now.
See, we need to really understand the Burmese problem. The Burmese problem is not today. As you know, GBL is also from South India. I'm also from South India. The first cleansing started off of South Indians from Burma. They were sent back, and their property was nationalized.
What are you talking? I don't want the history and
One
geography.
second, one second. No, Arnab, we need to understand. We need to understand the problem.
Viewers, he's not answering my question.
1 second. No, Arnab, I'm just coming.
My question is not being answered.
I'm just coming. Out of all those people who are staying as you call illegal immigrants and what? Terrorists, 60% of them are women and children.
So?
More than 80%, the men who are staying there, more than 80% of them are above the age of 65 and 70. What are we talking about? We want to call all the women and children as terrorists? See, I'll tell you what is the world talking about. And I believe that my country is Vishwaguru. I believe my country has to lead as an example. America says, Sarah Sanders says she condemns the violence. The Secretary of State Rex says we have to stop violence against Rohingyas. Russia says ask the immediate measures to be taken. And what does India say? Deport the refugees who are there in India. What type of Vishwaguru are we talking about? What type of humanitarian ground are we talking about? Not for India. It's not for India. We wouldn't have had Parsis in our country. It is my country. The great country which has already, which has always stood for people who are
We are not going to listen to their lectures.
I am sorry. I am sorry.
My country is facing a
Since we are
problem
speaking
of
from the
terrorism.
perspective of since
I don't think you really understand what is humanity. I stand for Kashmiri Pandits. I know the Kashmiri Pandits were prosecuted. We have always stood. Now it is your opportunity to really stand for humanity. No, you're not standing for humanity. You're not.
silence. Order on the debate. Ashok Pandit and Tanveer Ahmed. Ashok Pandit and Tanveer Ahmed. I said Shubhrashta will respond here. But don't do this. Don't do this. Now listen. Fact is,
you have the problem just because they are Muslims. Is that the problem?
No. How dare you say that to me? How dare you say that to me? How dare you say? One minute. He asked me a question, and I take offense to that question. He asks me, and I say, how dare you ask me? He says, do you have a problem because they are Muslim? No. Greece deported 16,591 Pakistanis, all of them Muslim. Does that make Greece anti-Islam?
No, absolutely
Italy.
not.
I'm sorry. You ask me the question, you'll take a reply. Italy deported 887 Pakistanis. Is Is Italy anti-Islam? Germany deported 815 Pakistanis, all Islamic. Does that make Germany anti-Islam? You don't ask them the question. Why do you ask me?
No,
Why do you ask me? Explain yourself.
No, you need to really.
I will not take that answer. I've given you a fitting reply. Shubhrashtra will respond on the issue right now.
Tanveer ji.
Shubhrashtra's turn.
Tanveer ji, and
viewers
please,
listen
I
to
would
each other,
request Varis Pathan ji and the other co-panelists to not butt in and mansplain me in between. Let me respond. Tanveer ji, I agree partly to the essence of what you said. I understand India is a Vishwaguru. It has in its utmost sincerity to humanitarian crisis, immediately sent out aid to Bangladesh. But we are not going to accept any more illegal migrants. This is Government of India's official position. And I'm sorry, if anybody sitting over here is questioning what the Home Minister says, then they have to back it up with data. And what does the data show? Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister added, 17 FIRs have been registered against 38 Rohingyas for various offences, including those related to illegal border crossing.
Yeah.
2016 Assembly statement. There were 13,400 Rohingyas and Bangladeshis living in camps in Jammu. Again, in an answer to BJP MLA, please, Varisji, please learn to behave around a lady and allow me to have a voice.
Why are you heckling?
Allow me to have a voice.
Anytime she speaks.
Okay. Please.
Yeah, I will.
I raise
Please
I can
show some tolerance.
Respect to you.
Be
I am
patient.
being silent.
Listen to the
But if you are
argument.
saying something which is not
BJP
acceptable to me,
MLA
which is
Satpal
false,
Sharma
I
ji
will
in
raise my
assembly.
voice.
Varis, you are not letting us speak.
Why are you so fearful of facts, sir?
No, that is why I am
Your own chief minister in Jammu Kashmir.
What do you mean by your own?
Your own, you're an Indian. We are all Indians. We are all Indians.
Just because you're Muslim, you think you're all Muslim.
No.
I'm
Do
sorry,
not
you take back your
communalize
word.
this.
You take back
Do
your
not
word.
communalize this. Is she or not? Is she not your
Sorry, take back your word.
Is she
What
not
do you
your
mean
chief
by your
minister?
own?
Use religion.
What do you mean by your own?
Answering.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't
I'm
use
answering
religion.
directly.
Prism.
You are bringing
Tanveer ji,
religion
I'm
into
answering.
it. You are not letting Shubhrashtra speak. Every time she speaks, I'm sorry, but I'm going to make an observation. Viewers, are you of the view that because what Ashok Pandit, you and GVL are not defending your co-panelist enough in this case?
My prime minister does not mean a Hindu prime minister.
Why is she not being allowed to speak?
Please clarify what do you mean by your own chief
I'm
minister?
telling you, sir. Allow me to. Ashok ji. Let her. She's capable of defending herself. Ashok ji, she's capable of defending herself.
So tell me what do you mean by your own?
Yeah. Tanveer ji, we have
Calm down, everyone. Listen to
we
each
have
other.
a democracy in India and Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir is an integral part of India. My chief minister in Jammu and Kashmir is as well your chief minister and the chief minister of Jammu and Kashmir for 1.3 billion people
So
in this
our
country.
own.
Our
That's
own.
what you wanted to
Yes,
say. Okay,
yes,
good.
Yes.
No, that's it. No, let her
Our
continue.
comprises, sir, if you really go by the grammatical,
Let her
this thing,
continue,
our
let her
comprises of
continue.
my, yours,
Let her-
theirs,
don't
others,
respond.
everyone.
Continue, please,
Now,
continue.
so having said that, in a written reply to a question posed by BJP MLA Satpal Sharma in Jammu and Kashmir Assembly, she says 5,700 Rohingya Muslims and 322 other foreigners are presently living in Jammu and Samba districts of the state. Now, sir, I would humbly like to tell you, Tanveer ji, because I think you are the only decent person on the panel on the other side.
Are you calling the others
Allowing me to
indecent?
Don't go personal, otherwise I know what decency is, please. No.
Yeah, you showed your decency.
No.
You showed your decency on
Don't be
national
indecent on the
television.
national channel,
Yeah,
madam.
you
Please give
continue to
respect.
show your decency.
Don't take the mileage of
You
being a
continue
woman.
to
Yes,
show-
everybody is
you
equal.
continue
Equality
to
before
show your
law, freedom of
decency even
speech.
right now by
Yes,
not
yes, we are
allowing
living
me
in a
to speak.
Don't respond.
This is a
Don't
problem,
use
Varis
such
Pathan ji.
unparliamentary
When the
words
triple
in a
talaq issue
debate.
also
I
happened, you
request
did
you,
not allow the
kindly
Muslim
don't use
women of this
unparliamentary
country
words
to
in the
have a
debate.
voice
We
till
have
the
been listening
Supreme
to
Court
you,
had to intervene.
and you have enough.
You have
spoken
an
enough.
issue
Now
with
kindly
women
allow us to
having
say
a
something.
voice.
Arnab, the
You
present
have an
Modi
issue
government has
with women
amended the
having a
Foreigners
voice.
Act.
Why are you not letting us
Present
speak?
government has
People
amended
like
the Foreigners
Tanveer
Act.
ji,
They have
we need
amended the
people like
Passport
Tanveer
Act.
ji who
Wherein they
patiently
say,
listen
Okay,
to
hear him.
arguments.
Okay, hear him for a minute. Hear him. What is your... No, are you presenting a counter argument to her?
Yes.
Are you presenting a counter argument to her? Shubhrashtra, he wants to present a counter argument to you, so I request you to hold back and listen to it. You will complete your counter argument in 30 seconds.
And with all humility at my command, I am making my submission. Kindly allow me to say it for 2 seconds. The present Modi government has amended the Foreigners Act. They have amended the Passport Act, wherein they said if a Hindu, a Sikh, a Parsi, or a Buddhist or a Christian who is coming from Pakistan, Bangladesh, even without valid papers, even without valid passport, we will give them exemption under the Foreigners Act. Muslim word name is not there, madam. Okay? Now, why this issue is being looked into through religious prism? That is why we are questioning the government of the day, madam. So what wrong we are doing? Are we not following the law of non-refoulement, wherein the United Nations has said that India must follow the customary law, which says that you cannot forcefully remove a person from this country if he feels that he will be persecuted, they will be murdered, the genocide will be done on them.
May I
That is the
respond?
reason. And it is not that in 1977, 1997,
Don't
people
go into
had left
history,
them,
sir.
they had gone
Don't go
there,
into history.
but
I'll
they again
respond in the
returned
present
back
context.
because they were killed there, they were murdered. So India wants a seat in the Security Council. If we want
Don't
to have
worry,
a
we
seat
will
in
get
the
it.
Security Council, why don't you follow the United Nations?
tell you.
Why don't we follow
I'll
the
tell you.
UNHCR? And see, our National Human Rights Commission Chairman Justice Dattu, who was a retired Chief Justice of India, he made a statement that Article 14 and 21.
Have you finished now? That's a very long counter argument. You have to stop now.
What they say, right of life,
मुझे
right
respond
to
करने का
equality.
मौका दें।
No, are we not to
Sir,
practice
okay,
that?
now,
If we want a
respond करने
place
का
make
in
sure-
world, if India, it is a very powerful.
Stop!
We are very
करने का
powerful in this region.
I'm saying stop.
Be patient.
56 inch ka Sina, please show here.
I'm saying stop it. Stop it. Stop it. What?
When our Prime Minister said, मेरा 56 इंच का सीना है, जिसमें बांग्लादेश के चकमा आ गए, श्रीलंका के तमिल आ
Don't shout,
गए,
don't
जिसमें
shout.
बांग्लादेश के चकमा आ गए, श्रीलंका के तमिल आ गए,
Have you
चकमा
finished?
तो पाकिस्तान प्रो थे, तो हमारे रोहिंग्या को क्यों नहीं ले सकते
नहीं, आप
इसमें?
भारत सरकार को नहीं सुनना
रोहिंग्या को
चाहते
क्यों नहीं ले
हैं?
सकते?
नहीं, एक सेकंड।
GVL.
दिखाइए ना।
GVL.
No, भारत वारिस
आप बोलिए
पठान-
मैडम,
Now you
नहीं,
please
नहीं,
stop.
नहीं,
Stop.
नहीं,
GVL is.
भारत सरकार को आप सुनना नहीं चाहते हैं.
अरे
You
हम
don't
तो
want to
उनको
accept.
No, you be
don't
quiet.
want
You
to
be
accept
quiet. You be
government
quiet.
of India's
Please. I heard you. I heard you.
You don't want to accept Home Minister's statement. But what problem do you have with Bangladesh government? What we are saying is exactly what Bangladesh government is
I am
saying.
sorry.
That is what Bangladesh ministers are saying.
You are not allowed
What
to
is
speak.
their prime minister is saying? They are
They are not
saying
allowing
this community is a security threat. They are not letting them even. They are keeping them in concentration camps.
Stop. He's speaking. Now listen to me.
No, is there
Stop. You spoke.
is there a
Keep
different
monitoring
Islam
them.
in Bangladesh?
You can monitor them.
Is there a
spoke.
different? No, let me complete.
You
Is there
spoke. Let him
me
speak
complete. Is there a different Islam that you see in Bangladesh and Pakistan?
This Rohingyas. Didn't Bangladesh
No,
say
is
that?
there a different Islam that you see in Pakistan and Bangladesh?
No, Tanvi,
and
only
why
Tanvi,
do you
only
find
Tanvi,
Bangladesh
Tanvi.
position unacceptable?
Tanvi now,
Because they are saying exactly what we are saying. And Myanmar is saying we
Sir,
will
why do you want to
accept the
send this hapless who are staying in our country to get prosecuted, to get raped?
No,
and
why
killed?
should we?
No, that is what is your
Bangladesh and
intention.
Myanmar.
Is that what is your intention?
Bangladesh
No,
and
is
Myanmar
that your
are the main
intention?
stakeholders.
No.
Why do you want the burden on India?
Is there peace there?
No,
right
it's
now?
Bangladesh
No, why do
and
you want to send
Myanmar,
them? Why do
which
you
are
want
the
to send them?
principal
Do you want those
stakeholders.
women
Why
and
do you
children
want India
get
to
killed?
be
Oh,
to be
please.
rogered in
Oh,
this?
don't give me the
Children to get
sentimental
killed?
argument.
No, what is no?
Don't give me some
how
hyper
many-
emotional sentimental argument. It does not work on me. No, one second, Ashok Pandit. Ashok Pandit, I now want to make an intervention. Ashok Pandit, Shubhrashta, wait, I want to make an intervention. May I?
Please.
May I? Though I'm neither as wise, nor as loud, nor as intelligent as all of you. Point is, why do you want to send them crocodile tears? Oh, these poor children and women. But what about us? Now understand. Why do you want to send them? Because we want to protect our national interests. Simple. What is compromising our national interest? A man called Hafiz Saeed, who killed on our soil 166 people. Somebody said, we want a seat in the UN Security Council. You want another round of 166 people being killed, and then you want to take a certificate saying, oh, we got another 200 people killed in our country. Please give us a seat in the Security Council. Rubbish argument, ridiculous argument, I reject it. Point number two, listen to me. This is what happens when you begin to make sense, then you have three people shouting on your left.
Prime Minister Shri Rajiv Gandhi.
I am openly taking positions on the debate. Shubhrashta, allow me to make an intervention.
There were chances that there are...
You know, it is me. Problem is every time Shubhrashta speaks, you jump. Now I am speaking something, listen to me.
the camps.
Nobody's shifting the camps, you are shifting the
Remove
goalposts.
them out, threw them out. Like Hitler,
even here,
like you want to
legal
send them out
process
like
will be
Hitler.
followed.
Put them in
Why
a
are
train
you-
like Jews,
even here-
send them to gas chamber to be killed. You want to do that?
Legal
You want them
process
to be
will be
killed like
followed.
Jews.
Intervention from me.
Arnab,
No,
what
no, you
legal
want-
process GVL is talking
Like
about?
Hitler
No,
did.
government
What
has
message are you
You want to
sending?
speak
about-
There is a legal process.
What is the legal
So don't
process?
speak over it. Don't speak over each other. Don't speak over each other.
Yeah,
Don't
what is
speak.
the legal
Tanvi,
process?
don't speak over each
There
other.
is
One
a
person is on the
process that will be
debate.
carried
One is
out
on the
on
debate.
our side.
What, sir?
One person from a
Even
side.
Myanmar government will do a
One person from a
verification.
side.
What is your problem?
One
If
person.
we find them to be illegal immigrants, and if Myanmar accepts them as bona fide people of Myanmar,
That-
what problem do you
That
have?
has to be
Why are
told
you-
by your
why are you making
spokespeople.
bigger ruckus?
Arnab, that's the problem. since the beginning what the spokesperson from the BJP side are saying that we will throw them, we will deport them.
Deport them?
That's the thing. The only
Ashok, wait.
thing,
I'll
please,
come to you, Ashok.
that's the only thing, Ashok Pandit ji, I wanted to hear from the BJP side that we are not going to throw them overnight.
Why?
Yes,
we will be
not
telling
throw
the
them
Myanmar
overnight.
government to create conditions
There
and
will
then
be
they will be
deportation
deported.
through a legal
Why
process.
your spokesperson are making a UN cry
Come,
because
come,
you are
come.
consolidating the Hindu vote.
There is.
They are counting on
you
your
are
Hindu
making it an
votes.
issue. We have gone to the court. We have filed an affidavit in the court. The due process of deportation
But
will
the
be
affidavit
followed.
never said
So
that we
why
are
should
going
you-
to tell the Myanmar government to create conditions. No, you are asking in the affidavit that we don't have resources.
We don't have resources.
So
we
that's
don't
not the
see any
argument.
obligation. We
GBL
have
Saab,
an
the argument
obligation
is
to send them
to
back.
tell the Myanmarese government to create conditions
No,
so that we can
Rahman,
deport them.
we have an obligation to
humanity.
send all foreign citizens back. It's an obligation,
Why
legal
your
obligation binding on the
spokespersons are
government.
not admitting this?
Can I speak, please? Stop. Now listen to me. Listen to me. Now, please, don't do this. Zakir Musa. I have a video of Zakir Musa's Al-Qaeda faction in which he says no Hindu will remain in Kashmir if they harass the Burmese refugee Muslims in Jammu. You want more proof?
Who is Zakir Musa?
Zakir Musa is from the Al-Qaeda.
Sorry for the intervention.
Who is Zakir Musa?
Arnab, we don't make our foreign policy looking at the Masood Azhar.
One of you. Tanveer is speaking now. Tanveer only. Tanveer and Shubrashta. Now, one person from each side. I repeat the rule. I repeat the rule to both the sides. Remain, please, restrained. One person from each side. Look to your left and right before speaking. Tanveer is debating with Shubrashta. You tell me who is Zakir Musa? Well, I don't know. Tomorrow you'll tell me who is Hafiz Saeed. You want me to say?
Him, Arnab, we are saying we don't make our policies looking at them.
Well, I don't believe in saying Atiti Devo Bhavam, looking at Zakir Musa and Hafiz Saeed. What rubbish are you talking about? There is a government affidavit. There is a government affidavit. Viewers, I want to say something to you. Viewers, I want to say something to you. Calm down on both sides. Viewers, I'm asking a question to you. Ashok Pandit, I'm talking to the viewers. Ashok Pandit, I'm talking to the viewers. And now listen to me because I'm talking to the viewers right now, looking straight at that camera. And I'm saying today, I trust my government over Hafiz Saeed. And my government has put an affidavit in the court which says, as per security agencies' inputs and other authentic material, there are links with Pakistani and other terrorist organizations. I would rather believe the Modi government than believe Hafiz Saeed. Simple. You're asking me who? You don't believe it? You want me to give you more facts? They are part of IS and ISIS designs. You'll say who? They have Jaish connections. You'll say who? They enjoyed hospitality from the Hurriyat. You'll say who? They have links with terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir. You'll say who? I'll say Chota Burmi. Chota Burmi was killed in an encounter in 2015 and he was a direct reportee to Hafiz Saeed. You'll say who? I'll say he poses a threat. Masood Azhar, allow me to complete.
Masood Azhar. What does he got to do with us, Arnab? What does he got?
Tomorrow he'll carry out a terrorist attack on my soil.
No, they are a blot on the entire humanity.
Both can't speak. Both can't speak. Tanveer is saying something and Shubrashta is responding. Tanveer is saying something. Look to your left, sir. One panelist. One panelist is speaking. One panelist is speaking.
Tanveer, please go ahead. We will not allow you to speak. Please go ahead.
Since millennia we have
Please go ahead.
Tanveer is saying
Now
something.
I want to ask you a question. Do you think our country is that weak that we are going to decide our foreign policy based on some joker sitting outside my country?
No, exactly.
My government is formulating my policy. You are not willing to accept.
One second.
Now she's speaking.
One
second. I'll invite the panelists, Shubrashta and Tanveer.
With your permission.
Shubrashta and Tanveer are debating now. Everyone else, please back off for 5 minutes. Thank you.
I believe that my country is very strong enough, and today it is not the question of appeasing certain voters which are definitely going to vote for you. It is about standing what India is all about. India is all about caring for people who are deprived of their rights. They are deprived of their rights, and I stand for their rights. I stand for any person who is deprived, whether it is Kashmiri Pandit, whether it is Burmese, whether it is Rohingyas, whether it is Sri Lankans, whether it is Tibetans, or Pakistani Hindus.
What about
and
Tamil
Pakistani
refugees?
Shias
What about Sri Lankan
tortured in their
refugees?
country?
What about Chakma? What about Hajong? What about Burmese Chians? You did nothing.
I stand for everybody.
You did absolutely
I stand for any deprived society who have been deprived.
You
This
did
is
not
what my
speak for
country stands for.
non-Muslims. You did not
May
speak.
I
Shubrashta is
respond?
responding, but you didn't speak for non-Muslims. I've proven it to you, and you can't tell me I've woken up now. Shubrashta.
Tanveer ji, I completely discount the idea that the whole idea of India that you tried to invoke right now. India is as much a believer in Sarv Dharma Sambhav and Atithi Devo Bhava when it sends all those consignments to Bangladesh. You asked a question as to under what conditions we decide our foreign policy, right? We decide our foreign policy on the worst case scenario. We do not consider a best case scenario. Sir, if tomorrow you are going out for a holiday with your family, you close all the doors. You do not believe in the general goodwill of humanity and leave your doors open so that people walk in and create havoc in your house. This is my land. I will not allow illegal migrants to
one
come
of you.
in. My home minister,
No, you decide.
our
You
home
decide.
minister
You decide.
says
You decide.
that
You decide.
most of them
First decide.
are illegal migrants, and I will give my democratically elected government,
Decide.
1.3 billion
Decide.
people representative, the
Decide.
right to choose what is good for my national security, your national security, our national security. And this your is not communal, sir, as you tried to prove in the other part. This our and your is a conjunction of our is equal to my plus your plus their plus others plus all other pronouns that you can think of. Now please respond.
Now, please, you listen, please, when he's
Okay,
responding.
allow me to say now my turn.
You don't have to ask for permission. You go ahead.
Okay. Now, madam, kindly, now I will. Now, Indian diplomat Mayank Joshi
कहाँ से पेपर में
told the
पढ़ के आप
third
बोल रहे हैं? वो
committee
तो
on
पेपर में
November
पढ़ के
3,
नहीं बोल रही।
2016, please.
आप रिसर्च करके आए।
There was a long history of
Mr.
large
Owaisi has given you
communities seeking
papers.
shelter in India. Those seeking refuge had never been turned away. India had time and again demonstrated its commitment to the principles of protection.
This is
now, what do you say about the
2016? I will
diplomats
tell
who have
you,
been making?
this is
India has
2016.
always
Okay, let him
stood
go,
up
let
for
him
the
go.
refugees
True,
who are
I
living in our
understand. I
country.
got your point.
So, madam, you cannot throw them
Yeah,
away
I'm-
to
no,
be
no,
killed,
I'll
to be massacred.
Listen, Varis ji, if you break
Please,
into a
I have
rhetoric
come with-
after
and I will
facts,
show you
then,
another
then you know it
statement.
will take a really long time to
Ajit
debate.
Kumar,
Let's debate
India's
on
then
facts.
permanent representative to the United
30 more
Nations in
seconds.
Geneva, taken part in debate at 66th session of the
I
UNHRC
know the
Executive
facts,
Board. What is
sir.
it? India's assimilative civilization heritage,
Okay,
inherent
rhetoric, I'll
capabilities
respond.
as a state with a good record of non-refoulement, hosting and assimilating refugees give us a rounded perspective of dealing with matters pertaining to refugees and other persons of concern. Receiving refugees and migrants
Facts
was an
पता है,
Indian
sir.
tradition
आप
since
rhetoric बोल रहे
millennia.
हैं.
Said
Rhetoric.
Kumar, we remain committed
कुछ
to these
कहूँ आपके
principles as these have been part of Indian ethos
I
and
so want to
civilization.
debate with
So
you.
why are we not
Varis ji,
forgetting the
बात
ethos
बोलने
and
तो
civilization
I am
of our
envious
great
right
nation?
now. I am
Our
envious.
is a very great nation.
I am
Why should we
envious.
forget
I am
about
envious.
Varis
I am envious of Shubhrashta will respond to you because I so want to debate with you right now. But
You know,
Shubhrashta, can I
Varis
borrow
ji-
10 seconds from
because
you?
today-
Yeah,
10 seconds from
Arnab,
you.
I will have to
Please
come
go ahead.
prepare not the statement as you get all the papers.
I am
even
also
get
envious
some
of
papers to
Shubhrashta
answer
because in the
your
last
queries.
5 years that I have known you, you never asked me for permission to speak. Now listen to me. The question is rubbish argument. It is a ridiculous argument. I'll tell you why. For 3 reasons.
Good.
First is
Because against the government.
These are people. Don't give me these sidey comments. These are people who have faked and fabricated Indian identity documents. Point number 1. Second, they have gathered funds through Hawala channels. Point number 2. 3, they have indulged in human trafficking. I am very sorry, Shubhrashta can take this forward. Human traffickers, potential terrorists, Hawala operators, and forgers and cheaters have no place on my soil.
How many cases for enforcement rate have you filed against them? How many criminal cases under enforcement rate?
Enough,
May I
enough.
borrow 20 seconds from you?
How many cases?
Enough.
May I
Bole
borrow
dije.
20
Transactions have been
Arre, she
filed.
heard you, she heard
So
you.
business,
May I borrow
leveling
20
business
seconds?
allegations have become part and procedure of the present
May I
government
borrow-
and Mr.
may I
Arnab
borrow
Goswami.
20 seconds from you?
Silence.
Now leveling business allegation without
सर
evidence.
थोड़ा टाइम दीजिए सर.
Have you lost the debate? आप हार चुके हैं क्या?
10 seconds.
आप क्या डिबेट हार चुके हैं? तो फिर आप इतने
नहीं
desperate
सर
क्यों?
मेरे बात
आप
बोल
उनकी बात सुनिए उसके बाद.
This will
उनकी
help
बात
her in
सुनिए उसके
countering me.
No.
I just want to know, Pandit ji,
Are you losing
is
the debate?
India of 2017 different from India of 1947?
India
It is. I'll tell you how.
So you accept?
Country has to
So you
change.
accept?
We did
GVL, you accept?
We did have terrorists
GVL, you
from Pakistan.
say yes or no,
This country.
GVL?
We did
Are we going to change the India of 2017 from 47? Are we ready to change or not? Are we ready to forego all Mahatma ideals?
Change for the betterment. Yeah.
Change for humanity.
Yeah, it's for humanity betterment.
Accept yes or no, GVL?
What is
But
right?
not for
GVL, I want to hear the
but
government
not for
side.
terrorists.
Are we going to change
We have lost
India of
lives in this country.
2017 from
We have
47?
to change.
Atikod.
We have to change for
Atikod.
better. We have to see to it
Change
that
to
terrorists are not allowed
Change
in
to
this country.
what? Rogue state. You want to become a rogue state?
It's not a rogue
You want
state.
to become a
We had a
human
rogue state earlier.
You want to
We had a
become
rogue state earlier.
Kim Jong.
Rajiv ji.
You want
The
to
rogue
become
state
North
was
Korea.
earlier.
to differ with Atikur Rahman.
A country which
I want to differ with Atikur Rahman.
Have you lost the debate and started fighting among
What is
yourselves?
this?
1 second, I'll tell you
It's
one
a
thing.
wrong state you're calling. We're fighting against
You
this
know,
country is suffering
truth
from so
lies
many
between two
terrorism and
extremities.
terrorists in this country.
Ashok, don't
And
get
we're
background
fighting
music.
terrorists.
Two
And you're saying it's the wrong
He
state.
is one extreme.
Madam is silent because
One
it has been
extreme
hijacked by the two
is
other
Ashok
men on the
Pandit.
other side,
Another
sir.
extreme
I will
is
allow to
Atikur
respond.
Rahman.
When we borrowed 10 minutes.
Silence on the debate. Now you have to all stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Stop. Shubhrashta, stop. My question is this. My question is. My question, gentlemen, please understand. I'd like to hear a response, but if two people speak on one side, you're losing the debate. People will think it is a sign of your desperation. Remember, come back to the debate on the subject. What comes first, India or infiltrators?
तो मुल्क हैवानियत की हदें पार करके सैकड़ों बेगुनाहों को मौत के घाट उतरवाता है, वो यहाँ खड़ा होकर हमें इंसानियत का सबक सिखा रहा था, हमें मानवाधिकार का पाठ पढ़ा। भारत और पाकिस्तान साथ साथ आजाद हुए, लेकिन आज भारत की पहचान दुनिया भर में एक आईटी के सुपर पावर के रूप में बनी है और पाकिस्तान की पहचान एक दहशतगर्द मुल्क, एक आतंकवादी देश के रूप में बनी है।
It's a very straightforward format of the debate. Do not doubt the debate. Don't go here and there, helter-skelter. I have told you about the Jaish connection, Lashkar connection, ISIS connection, Hurriyat connection, terrorist connection. You've not answered any of them. Now responding on this side.
I will ask a simple question. Yes, please. Why do you, all of you, why do you not, you have a problem with, for political reasons or any other reasons, you don't want to accept government of India's position. Why do you think Bangladesh, which is a Muslim majority country, almost an entirely Muslim population country, they are more or less on the same page as India. They also see Rohingyas as a security threat. They have appreciated our position. They have cooperated with us. We are sending humanitarian aid. Both India and Bangladesh are very sensitive to the sufferings of the Rohingyas. But why do you not want to appreciate or understand Bangladesh's position, which is a Muslim majority country? Why do you...
The Bangladeshi Prime Minister said, we would, the Bangladesh says, we will do whatever we
It's a very straight format of the debate. Do not doubt the debate. Don't go here and there, helter-skelter. I have told you about the Jaish connection, Lashkar connection, ISIS connection, Hurriyat connection, terrorist connection. You've not answered any of them. Now responding on this side.
I will ask a simple question. Yes, please. Why do you, all of you, why do you not, you have a problem with, for political reasons or any other reasons, you don't want to accept government of India's position? Why do you think Bangladesh, which is a Muslim majority country, almost an entirely Muslim population country, they are more or less on the same page as India? They also see Rohingyas as a security threat. They have appreciated our position. They have cooperated with us. We are sending humanitarian aid. Both India and Bangladesh are very sensitive to the sufferings of the Rohingyas. But why do you not want to appreciate or understand Bangladesh's position, which is a Muslim majority country? Why do you want to bring in religious dimension when you talk to government of India? I want to understand from you. Do you not consider Bangladesh?
I want you to be very specific. What are you talking about? The Bangladeshi Prime Minister said, the Bangladesh says, we will do whatever we can to help Rohingya Muslims.
Sir,
Yes.
What the Bangladeshi government.
No, but then they have,
I invite your attention.
What are you referring to?
GVL and Tanveer, I invite your attention.
Yes, this
because
is the
you are
point that
having
needs to be-
you are having what is classically called a hallelujah moment. You've discovered everything right now. They have said that the Rohingyas are prone to Islamic fundamentalism. Sorry,
Yes.
sorry, but I can't take a risk.
They have said that.
My government is
Their
said.
ambassador,
Your government is
ambassador
said.
has given interviews to Indian media. Their minister,
One of you.
The Supreme Court
Okay,
has
what-
said even aliens have a right to live in
is
our
Varus.
country.
No, talk about Bangladesh.
They are not aliens.
Let us finish this argument. I
Our
want to
debate-
understand
our
from you.
country
Do you
is a
think? No, you're bringing in
superpower in
religious
this region.
dimension.
You listen.
Please understand. Please tell me
You're
whether
losing
you
to him.
also condemn Bangladesh government. Whether you think Bangladesh also is a country that is not Islamic, that does not have show sensitivities to Islam. No, you are only on that issue. Your sympathies are purely communal in nature.
People who have been persecuted.
No, your sympathies are purely communal in nature.
Along with our
I want you to tell me.
Please, Mr. GVL.
Any
We are
country
talking
has
also
shown
about
I think I will have to pull out the Brahmastra
That is why I made my
now.
point.
I think I will have to pull out the Brahmastra.
Rohingya issue.
I'll pull out the Brahmastra.
Humanitarian issue.
Because the moment Miami is in the debate, the moment OIC is
How
in the
can we
debate,
say that
you
MIM
know
is
it is communal in nature.
Why am I
Mr.
making communal?
OIC,
The
you-
moment I
you
started
talk
the
about-
debate,
Don't speak. Listen to him and respond.
I
Listen,
said don't make it a
listen,
Muslim
listen.
Rohingya debate. I said this we are debating on a humanitarian ground. I said 200 of our Hindu
have
brothers
never
have
seen
lost
you
their
debate
lives.
in
Their homes have been burned.
Don't
They
speak
have
over each other.
Fire.
He never said anything.
I never said you are
Don't speak over each other.
I am making amendment.
Atiku, don't speak over him.
No, you see, the
You are
government
making
of
communal,
India,
you are making
I think
amendments.
all of you, have you seen the affidavit? Have all of you seen the affidavit of government of India? Have you seen the affidavit? What does it say? It talks about, no,
What?
it talks about,
Ashok, wait.
let me just
Don't
complete.
drown his
10
voice.
seconds, 10 seconds.
One of you, listen to each other. Don't speak
Okay.
over each other.
Please.
30 seconds, relax.
Yeah.
Calm down. We'll all have the time. Nobody's running away.
The
Yeah, thanks.
government's affidavit in the Supreme Court, 16-page affidavit, clearly it points out 5 different legs of arguments, 5 arguments. Number one, the government does not, you see, fundamental rights are only for citizens of India. We cannot put our national security at a threat for engaging some illegal immigrants. Number 3, government has an obligation to send them back because under the Foreigners Act, Government of India, Supreme Court judgments clearly spell out that it is the duty of the Government of India to send back foreign citizens. We want to send them, not tomorrow. We want to send them as per the legally laid down procedure.
Okay, don't speak.
No, there are 2 judgments cited in the affidavit.
Don't speak over him. Don't speak over each other. No.
Which says the right to life and equality should be given under 14 Article
Yeah, we are not
21.
we have not
Even
put them
it is
in
given
jail.
to aliens,
Have we
not
put them in jail?
And Mr. GVL,
Have we put them in jail?
One minute.
There is
First,
freedom.
we are, you all 6 of us, including Arnab. All 6 of us, including Arnab, we are our first humans.
Yes.
We have seen the genocide which has been committed upon them in that region.
No, it's
They
not
were sent again came back.
Ashok,
They don't have food in their stomach. They don't have clothes on their body. They are being killed as a
Waris, stop and Tanveer speaks. Waris, stop and Tanveer speaks. Let Tanveer speak. Waris.
superpower in this region.
Don't
Is
do
it
this.
not our duty to
Ashok
keep
and
them as a
Waris.
refugee in our country?
Are you making it easier for people to listen? One second. Requesting you to look at each other. Why are you so disorganized? You're not a football team, but you still need to coordinate a little bit.
Exactly.
Thank you.
I want to ask you one
Be
question,
peaceful.
Arnab.
Be peaceful. Are you going to throw bottles at each other on the program?
No.
Thank you. Now, thank you.
GBL
I
and
sometimes
Shruta
worry.
ji, and you also,
Tanveer, I'll tell you one thing.
I want to ask one question. Ashok ji says, it is none of our concern. Do you think that is a statement to make from a
No, I will tell you
person
why.
who has
No, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. No, I have an answer for that.
So inhuman,
Tanvir,
sir.
no, it's not
Inhuman,
It is
sir.
not inhuman.
Inhuman,
Because
sir.
I'll tell you why.
पंडित जी,
No, I'll tell you
पंडित
why.
जी,
I will
ये
tell you
बात
why.
आपके
अरे,
ऊपर
पंडित
शोभा
साहब,
नहीं
सुनिए
देती
मेरी
है।
बात। अरे,
आप
सुनिए
एक
मेरी बात।
कलाकार हो।
अरे, मुझे प्रवचन मत
कलाकार,
दीजिए, मैं आपको
कलाकार
बता रहा हूं।
ऐसी बात
अरे,
नहीं करता।
प्रवचन
कलाकार
मत
का दिल
दो।
बड़ा होता
अरे,
है।
प्रवचन
आप
मत
क्या
दो।
बात कर रहे हैं सर? ये
प्रवचन मत
क्या
दो
बात
मेरे
कर रहे हो
को।
आप?
मैं आपको
मैं क्या प्रवचन
अरे,
दूं
तनवीर
आपको?
साहब, सुनिए मेरी बात।
आप बड़े
मेरी
हो।
बात सुनिए।
आप
मेरी बात
मेरे से
सुनिए।
ज्यादा अचीव किए हो
We have
जिंदगी
had-
में।
we have
ह्यूमन
had
बनिए,
enough-
इंसान
we have
बनिए।
had enough of
बाद में हम लोग
insaniyat.
सब कुछ
We have
बनेंगे।
had enough of
इंसानियत के
humanity.
अलंबरदार
And
बनना
we have
चाहिए।
seen how people in this country have suffered because
No,
of
I'm
these
sorry.
people.
Rhetoric
we are-
statement.
we are-
Stop,
we are not
stop.
concerned.
I am,
We are not
I want to
concerned
appreciate.
about
I want
people
to appreciate.
who are there to
One
destroy
second.
this country.
Why I want to
Mr.
appreciate?
Tanvir Ahmed.
I want to
Tanvir Ahmed, I want
I'm
to
not
ask you a
inhuman.
question.
I want
Tanvir
to-
Ahmed, I want to
I'm
ask you a
human, Mr.
question.
Tanvir Ahmed.
I want to ask you a question. Can I please? I'll use 2-3 Brahmastras to pulverize the argument on this
अच्छा,
side.
उनका बहाना
आप
नहीं
जरा
लिया।
मेरी बात तो सुनिए. बात सुनिए.
मुश्किल है सर अच्छा होना।
अच्छा, आप
इतना
ठेका
आसान
नहीं
नहीं
लेके रखा हुआ
है।
है।
इतना आसान नहीं
हमने
है अच्छा
ठेका
होना।
लेके नहीं रखा हुआ है पूरे विश्व का।
Now
यूं
tell
तो
me.
मुमकिन है हर बात का आशा होना।
वहाँ का कूड़ा
हर
कचरा
कोई को
इधर है।
मयस्सर नहीं
और हमने
होता
आप
इंसान
कूड़ा
होना।
कचरा साफ करें।
शायद
ये हमने
आपको
ठेका नहीं लेके रखा हुआ है।
आएगा।
अशोक
हमने
पंडित-
बहुत कर लिया है
अशोक
मेहमान नवाजी
पंडित शांति।
और हमने सफर किया है because of this मेहमान नवाजी।
अशोक पंडित।
Think about this country. Think about this people. Think about our own people.
गांधी
Safety
के
of our own
पिटीशन को
country.
खत्म कर
That is
दीजिए
the
इंडिया के मैप पे
first thing
से।
of us.
फिर गोडसे
गांधी
का-
That is the
खत्म कर दीजिए।
first. That is the first
मंदिर बना
priority in
दीजिए
my
गोडसे का
life.
जगह
That
जगह।
my people in my country should be safe. Rest, I'm not concerned. I'm not bothered.
The Indian country would be safe only by
My country
Gandhi
comes
sir.
first. My country comes first.
गोडसे का
My
मंदिर
people
बनाने
come
से आप
first.
भारत को बचा नहीं पाएंगे।
And I'm very open about it.
आप गोडसे का मंदिर बना के जो है ना कोई भारत को बचा नहीं पाएंगे।
चिंता मत करिए।
महात्मा गांधी
अगर
की
आप
लेगेसी
चाहते
पे
हैं,
भारत चला
चाहते
है।
हैं।
भारत ने
अरे
शांति का
अतिकुर साहब,
संदेश दिया है
अरे
पूरी दुनिया को।
अरे अतिकुर साहब,
ये दुनिया में
सफर नहीं किया है।
साउथ ईस्ट
अतिकुर
एशिया
साहब,
के
आपने सफर
50
नहीं
से
किया है।
ज्यादा मुल्कों को
Stop, let them
अतिकुर
ब्रिटिशर्स
साहब,
से
आप घर से बेघर नहीं हुए, आपने सफर नहीं किया हुआ है, इसलिए आप ये प्रवचन
आप ये दुहाई देके
आप
किस
मेरे-
को मरवाएंगे?
आप मेरे
एक
जूते
बार में
में
लिस्ट
पैर
बना
मत
के दे
घुसिए।
दीजिए।
You come into my
आप
feet and
कश्मीरी
talk.
पंडित की
बहुत
दुहाई
हो गया
देके
मेहमान नवाजी।
किसको मरवाना
ये
चाहते हैं?
भगत-
किन
ये जो
किन लोगों को
Stop, stop, stop. Let them get tired out.
ये आओ भगत का नतीजा है कि ये देश में टेररिज्म इतना फैल
पाए लोग
गया और
खत्म
इतने
कर
लोग
दीजिए
मर
और
गए।
भगत को।
I have one question.
Constitution में
No, you
डाल
have to
दीजिए
stop
आप।
now. You both sides. Will you stop? Acha, Atikur, you stop, and Ashok Pandit, you stop. Now I have a question. You know what? You'll realize that the point I make to you will be stronger than any of the points you've made so far. I'll tell you why. You see, Tanvir, since you have been called a decent man and the only decent man on this side by your co-panelist, you see, you come from the JDS. Your ultimate leader is a person called Deve Gowda. And the JDS has always supported the Congress, at least of late. Let me tell you a year 2009. One statistic I'm deliberately taking between Manmohan Singh 1 and Manmohan Singh 2, Deve Gowda is supporting the Congress government. You will be shocked to know that the most number, and we invite this attention of my panelists to the right on this, Tanvir Ahmed, who is sitting here doing all kinds of pravachan about how people with human rights should be taken, how they should be given an opportunity, how they should not be deported, how they are hapless and helpless and we should give them a home and a heart to bring them in. Point is this, GBL. H.D. Deve Gowda and the JDS allowed the immediate and urgent and emergency deportation of not one, not 10, not 100, not 1,000, but 10,602 Bangladeshi nationals were thrown out of India in the year 2009. They were all Muslim. They all didn't have a home. They all came here without home and heart. They all said, we are desperate. They said, don't throw us out. You pick them up. In all, let me tell you, you threw out 12,147 foreign nationals in that 1 year. Why didn't you make any noise then? Give me a factual answer, and you know you do not have any answer to this question. Viewers, the debate is over. They have lost. Because I have presented a statistic out here. They have been screaming about giving a home and a heart and understanding and caring and sensitivity and empathy and emotional arguments, which I call crocodile tears. I have proven right now. These are Rajya Sabha statistics.
Right now,
Rajya Sabha statistics.
The
Please,
situation was
let them
not.
answer me. Should they not answer me? Rajya Sabha statistics, according to them, tens of thousands of Bangladeshis you threw out. You who are sitting here and now, all of you who are doing protest marches across the country,
Exactly.
all of you are
Let me
allowing the
answer.
communalization of this
Was
issue.
Bangladesh
Accept
in
your
the situation of
hypocrisy
war?
and say we've lost the debate.
No.
You've
I'm
lost the
sorry.
debate.
Why do you think we lost the debate?
Allow me.
You didn't allow
Have
us
you
to
lost the debate?
No, one second.
Counter my point.
In 1977
Parliament
and
statistics
1997 has also
2013.
gone from Bangladesh
Question asked-
to Myanmar, but again they had to run back. Today they're
What are you
stateless,
saying?
they're disenfranchised,
This is
they
no
don't
answer.
have any place to live.
This is no answer.
Since 1947. So
Who's answering from this side? Who's answering from this side? Okay, Ashok,
No, I have all
you
the
have to let her
answers for
speak.
your question, provided you allow us to make our point.
Thank you very much. Now, Shubhrashta
Provided
is
you allow
responding.
us to say-
Shubhrashta is responding now. Please hear her. Hear her. Don't heckle her. She's heard you. Ashok Pandit, you both, GVL, also allow her to speak. I have given you the deportation statistics of 2009. I have picked it up and thrown it at you. And now Shubhrashta is taking it forward. Shubhrashta.
Apart from, I'm not going to throw any statistics because we've already thrown a marvelous statistics for them to answer because they're clearly on the back foot. People have talked here about fundamental rights and about humanitarian concerns and so on and so forth without understanding that this is not a land of Amitav Ghosh's novel. We are living in 2016. We are living in a day and age when clearly your government, your ministers, your people in power did whatever one did. And Arnab just quoted a statistics. Fundamental rights are for Indians. Fundamental rights are not for illegal migrants. Number one. Number two, मैं आपको UNHCR का हवाला इसलिए देती हूँ क्योंकि आप लोग UNHCR का ही फर्रा ला करके यहाँ पर पटकते हैं हम लोगों के सामने. UNHCR, we are not signatories to UNHCR. Number one. Number two, non-refoulement का जो clause है ना, वो हम अपने interest के हिसाब से decide
what about the
करेंगे.
diplomacy?
और
बोले दीजिए.
वारिस जी, please, हाथ जोड़कर विनती करती हूँ. हाथ जोड़कर बोलने दीजिए. Please.
No, you can answer her factually. Don't do this drama.
बोलने दीजिए. आप लोग जब बात करते हैं ना ह्यूमैनिटेरियन क्राइसिस और सो ऑन एंड सो फोर्थ की, तो आपको ये बात ध्यान रखनी चाहिए वारिस जी कि 2016 में आज आप एक बार जाकर के सारे जितने भी बॉर्डर स्टेट्स हैं ना इंडिया के, एक बार घूम लीजिए और वहां के उन डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स और उन, मैं बताती हूँ पॉलिटिकली बताती हूँ आपको, उन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसीज का नजारा देख लीजिए जहां पर 80% से ज्यादा इलीगल माइग्रेंट्स आज आए हुए हैं. आप लोगों का हार्ट जो है ना वो 1.3 बिलियन इंडियंस के लिए नहीं धड़कता. उनके लिए ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ग्राउंड नहीं होता. आपके लिए ह्यूमैनिटेरियन ग्राउंड होता है एक पर्टिकुलर कम्युनिटी के लिए और कम्युनलाइज आप करते हैं.
और रेफ्यूजी के
कम्युनलाइज आप
Okay, I'll tell you one thing. No, Waris, उनके खत्म होने के बाद आपको पहला मौका दूंगा, मगर उनको बोलने दीजिए. वारिस पठान बोलने के बाद, उनके बाद आपके पास जाऊंगा. उनके
बोलते रहेंगे, कुछ भी हम सुनते रहेंगे, नहीं चलेगा. डिबेट का मतलब ये नहीं है कि आप बोलेंगे हम सुनेंगे, हम भी बोलेंगे. नहीं, आपको पहला मीनिंग बताओ, इमिग्रेंट का मीनिंग और रेफ्यूजी का मीनिंग क्या है?
आप एक दूसरे की बात सुनेंगे.
What is the meaning of an immigrant and a refugee? What is the difference between an immigrant and a refugee? अरे एक इमिग्रेंट आता है इकोनॉमिक फायदे के लिए, रिफ्यूजी आता है अपनी जान बचा के देश छोड़ के आता है. किसी को शौक नहीं अपना घर छोड़ के आने के लिए. आदमी आता है अपना घर बार छोड़ के, क्योंकि वो उसका खून किया जाता है, उसका मर्डर किया जाता है, इसलिए आदमी आता है. किसी को शौक नहीं है अपना घर बार छोड़ के आने का. अरे ये भूखे प्यासे काटा जा रहा है, पीटा जा रहा है, इसलिए आ रहे हैं देश के अंदर. कोई अपने शौक से नहीं आया यहाँ पर. और हमारा अगर विशाल देश है, इतने सारे लोगों को पनाह दिया है, टिबेटन्स को दिया है, बांग्लादेशियों को दिया है, चकमास को दिया है, तो रोहिंग्यंस को क्यों नहीं? क्यों रोहिंग्यंस को नहीं? मेरा सवाल आपसे ये, क्यों सरकार रिलीजियस फ्रीडम का एक्शन ले रही है इसमें? क्यों ह्यूमैनिटेरियन को बोला जा रहा है? क्यों ह्यूमैनिटेरियन को बुलाया जा रहा है? क्यों एनसीआर की बात नहीं मानी गई?
लिसन टू ना, आप उनके बाद आप बोलिए. You listen to her, then I'll come to you. I'm personally requesting you. You listen to her, then I'm telling you. No. Why I'm telling you one thing? You listen to her, then you respond. Please speak quiet for a minute. I've never made a request like this. But you can't. No. You can't do this. But you can't do this. But you can't do this. Shubhrashta, one minute. I'm on my feet. I'm requesting you, even if you feel you don't agree, suppose she's provoking you with her facts, but she's making facts, as she made a single personal comment that you disagree with her points, speak after her. Your points will not be heard if you're speaking over her.
Okay, then
I'm making a genuine request. Thank you very much. I now feel like Sumitra Mahajan. Standing up like this, please.
मैं हाथ जोड़कर बार-बार विनती करती हूँ कि मुझे बोलने दीजिए, आप बीच में ही टपक पड़ते हैं। सुन लीजिए, सुनने की हिम्मत रखिए। मैंने सिंपल सी एक बात कही है वारिस पठान जी, 1.3 बिलियन इंडियंस के लिए भारत सरकार ने एक ह्यूमैनिटेरियन फैसला लिया है। बाकी आप जो बात कर रहे हैं कि वहां कत्लेआम हो रहा है और लोगों को हटाया जा रहा है, बिल्कुल उस बात को संज्ञान में लेते हुए भारत सरकार ने ह्यूमैनिटेरियन एड भेजा है। अब बात यह है कि ऑपरेशन इंसानियत को अगर आप ऑपरेशन इंसानियत नहीं मानेंगे और अपने हिसाब से हैवानों को यहां पर शरण देने की बात करेंगे, ये पॉसिबल नहीं है। भारत की जनता इस चीज को रिजेक्ट करती है। आप एक बार सोशल मीडिया देख लीजिए, सबसे ज्यादा भारत की जनता की आवाज आपको कहां मिलेगी? वारिस पठान जी,
एक-एक करके
साथ देने की हिम्मत रखिए।
आपका पूरा भाषण, पूरा लेक्चर हम लोगों ने अदब के साथ सुना।
आपने रेटरिक देने की, फैक्ट्स पे बात नहीं कर रहे थे।
हैवान वर्ड यूज किया है ना, इसको आप विड्रॉ करिए।
नहीं करूंगी, बिल्कुल नहीं करूंगी। सारे इलीगल माइग्रेंट्स हैवान हैं।
किसी मजबूर को हैवान मत बोलिए, ये इंसान है।
अनुप्रवेशकारी हैवान है।
उनका
इलीगल माइग्रेंट्स
आप इंसान नहीं हो, मेरी नजर में आप इंसान नहीं हो। इंसानियत का मत आप में नहीं है।
जानते हैं आप
अरे किसी मजबूर को हैवान बोल रहे हो?
हैवान का मतलब जानते हैं आप?
हमारे लिए
अरे आप तो कायदे को नहीं मान रहे, कानून को नहीं मान रहे, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन राइट को नहीं मान रहे, फंडामेंटल राइट को हैवान बोल रहे हो।
आपके लिए
आपको मालूम है कोई मजबूर इंसान को हैवान मत बोलो। मजबूरी में आए वो, कोई शौक से घूमने नहीं आए।
गांधी के देश में
इस तरह के अल्फाज,
गांधी के देश में ऐसे लोग हैं। गांधी के
Calm down. Okay, she has used the word Hewan. She's not taking it back. You've registered your protest. Can I move on?
I will apologize. If you allow me to speak.
Apologize.
If you say Hewan, I have no problem. But Subhrashtra,
इंडियन आर्मी की
अगर अशोक पंडित लेटर में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
She's responding. अच्छा
आप महिला हो, एक माँ हो, बहन हो, आपके लिए शोभा नहीं देता। आप ये प्लीज शब्द वापस लीजिए। आप एक महिला हो, एक माँ हो, आप एक बहन हो, आपको ये शब्द अच्छा नहीं। अशोक पंडित को भी बोले मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आप
कोई भी हैवान
आप नहीं, अशोक पंडित को छोड़ देंगे क्योंकि उनको सीखना बहुत है।
Silence. She is replying. Let her
अशोक
reply.
पंडित को सीखना बहुत है।
ये क्या है?
अशोक पंडित पहले इंसान बनिए। आप बताइए, शुभ्राष्ट्र आप बताइए।
Let her reply. Let Shubhrashtra reply. If you have a problem with the word she is used, but you don't let her speak, it's not fair. And Ashok Pandit, she wants to reply. Let her reply. But after that, we'll go back to the debate.
आप बीच में एजिटेटेड होकर के उठ गए, पर मैं आप उसके लिए क्षमा मांगती हूँ कि आपको एजिटेटेड होकर उठना पड़ा। लेकिन मैं ये शब्द इसलिए वापस नहीं लूंगी क्योंकि मेरे पास तथ्य है इसको सपोर्ट करने के लिए। मैंने उन लोगों को हैवान नहीं कहा जिनको वहां से मारकर भगाया गया। उनको इंडिया ने शरण ही नहीं दी है, उनको गले लगाकर रखा, इतने सालों से रख रहे हो, आगे भी रखेंगे। लेकिन वो लोग जो इलीगल माइग्रेंट्स हैं वो हैवान हैं।
हैवान कैसे हो गए?
हैवान
की आप परिभाषा दीजिए, परिभाषा दीजिए। जीपीएस साहब आप बताइए। अरे साहब, आप है ना,
एक मिनट, बांग्लादेशी चकमास जो पाकिस्तान के सपोर्टर थे, क्या वो भी हैवान है?
नहीं, मैं
क्या जो श्रीलंका के तमिल है वो भी हैवान है? क्या जो तिब्बतन है वो भी हैवान है? फिर आप डिस्क्रिमिनेशन क्यों कर रहे हो? नहीं, पहले आपको बोलना पड़ेगा या तो सब हैवान है या खाली रोहिंग्या हैवान है। आपका वर्ड वापस लीजिए। सॉरी सच काइंड ऑफ अनपार्लियामेंट्री वर्ड कैन नॉट बी यूज्ड इन अ डिबेट। This kind of words and phrases you cannot use as a platform to show your feelings.
अशोक पंडित बोले मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आपको शोभा नहीं देता। अशोक पंडित जो भी बोले, अशोक पंडित जो भी बोले मुझे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। अशोक पंडित है ना, he has lost
one question. Pandit Saab, one question. Tell me, madam, which immigrants in this world, which refugees in this world do have any legal papers?
Sir,
You have given them legal papers.
Who has given?
That
Who has given?
game is that.
Who has given?
That
Sir?
game is that.
Who has given?
Your vote banks.
Who has given?
data.
Beyond facts.
Data है.
Beyond facts. Beyond facts. Who has given?
And this is what we don't want to.
1 second, Pandit Saab.
That
Who
is
has
what
given,
we
madam?
continue.
Who has given the?
You have given
क्या
that.
वो अनबासर है सब?
You created a vote
अरे
bank.
किसने दिए साहब?
Created a vote bank.
तनवीर भाई 1 मिनट. तनवीर भाई 1 मिनट.
शोभा देता है आपको vote bank.
मैडम who has given
अशोक
them
पंडित
the
जी,
paper?
ये शोभा नहीं देती पंडित जी आपको बात। पंडित जी,
इनकी सरकार कांग्रेस ने हमको दिया।
हाँ,
इनकी
कांग्रेस
सरकार
ने दिया ना.
सरकार ने दिया
अब
है।
कांग्रेस को
ताकि
कटघरे
उनको
में
vote
लाओ.
bank, क्योंकि उनको वोट
इन
बैंक
मासूमों
चाहिए।
को क्यों मारना
हमको
चाहते
वोट
हो?
बैंक create
आप
करने
कांग्रेस
नहीं
को
देंगे।
कटघरे में
वो
लाओ.
वोट बैंक create
आपकी
नहीं होगा।
ताकत है.
वो वोट बैंक create
आपकी
नहीं होगा।
ताकत है कांग्रेस
सर,
को
वो वोट बैंक
कटघरे
create
में
नहीं
लाने
करने
की.
देंगे। ये पूरा
आप कांग्रेस की
Refugee
शिशुओं की
Rahman.
सजा, आप
आतिकुर
कांग्रेस की
रहमान.
अपीसमेंट की
आतिकुर
सजा
रहमान.
इन लोगों को क्यों देना चाहते हो?
Quiet, please. Once Atikur Rahman came on the debate on the 18th of September, Atikur Rahman came on the debate, and he said, after throwing these people out, will India be able to stand and demand a seat in the UN Security Council? Why do you think India's seat on the UN Security Council is dependent on whether it throws out illegal foreigners or not? The Foreigners Act, देखिए emotional argument, hyper sentimental argument, word पे argument, मैं निकल जाऊंगा, माफी मांगिए, all this is fine. Let's argue on fact. We are a country, independent country. We have a sovereign law. We identify foreigners. Using the Foreigners Act, we can throw out anyone. We don't need to answer to anyone. UN, by the way, UN Security Council Provisional Rules of Procedure under Rule 60 simply state that the UN Security Council applicant must be a peace-loving state. I don't think I stop becoming a peace-loving state, 1 minute, by saying that potential terror recruits who are on my soil, जो हमारे देश में बमबारी कर सकते हैं, जो हमारे देश में हवाला कर सकते हैं, जो हमारे
Mehbooba said that there is not a single instance of radicalization in our. But she said what she said in the budget. आप बोल दो कि वो लाई कर रही है.
See, देखिए, can I just comment?
GVL.
It is clear.
This is a highly radicalized community. Okay, let him
explain.
And they are
Atikur,
no,
please.
I cannot say all of them.
Atikur, stop.
But a large section.
Please be polite.
No,
I'm requesting after he finishes.
Maybe not the entire
After he
community.
finishes. You will argue after he finishes. After he finishes, you will argue. After he finishes, you will argue. My only request. After he finishes, proceed, GVL. Proceed. After he finishes.
A large section of this community had been taken to places like Jammu, Hyderabad, and other locations for certain political interests and by certain military groups to radicalize them. They have become, a section of it has become a national security threat. And all government agencies have a record of it, and this evidence will be placed before the Honorable Supreme Court as well. And even when the UPA was in power, the intelligence agencies have given out a report. It's there in the media, you can check it out yourself. They said this section has been radicalized and it is being used against India.
GVL, are you saying?
Why should we
so
therefore?
GVL, my question to you is, please now listen to my question and be logical. The illegal infiltration issue you are saying is not about religion, it's about national security. To that extent, I agree with you. I agree with you entirely. But GVL, you're also being totally hypocritical. Your immigration policy, why is it religion based? No, please don't heckle me. I can't take this anymore. The way you people are jumping today. Your immigration policy should be free from religion. Your party leader and top leader in Assam, Himanta Biswa Sarma, says that it was the BJP policy to differentiate between Hindu and Muslim immigrants. He said, yes, we do. He didn't even say we don't. Yeah. He said, yes, we do. We discriminate against Muslims and we don't discriminate against Hindus. Yeah. And in last October, and I'm telling you, Himanta Biswa Sarma is the top leader of the BJP in the Northeast. He says, and I quote him, granting citizenship to Hindu migrants from Bangladesh will prevent Assam from becoming a Muslim-dominated state. This is a great logic.
No, but that's not the logic alone. No. There is a persecution. There is persecution of Hindus and minorities in Bangladesh and Pakistan.
What about Hindus?
And where will Hindus go? Where will they go? They are people of Indian origin. You have to make a distinction between people of Indian origin
See, listen to me.
and religion that
We are
belongs
a-
to this country.
Sir, we are not a
And-
Hindu
and-
country. We are not a Hindu country.
No, but this is where Hindus live. This is the
Nepal
only.
also Hindus
This
live.
is where Muslim. No, if somebody has roots
There are
in
Hindus
Nepal,
in Mauritius
they can go.
also.
They can
There
go
are
to
Hindus in
Nepal.
Fiji.
No, they can go to
There are
Nepal. They
Hindus
can
in
go to
Canada.
Fiji. If they have no place to go, India
thoda you
will
are on
welcome
back
them
foot.
because
GVL,
they are
GVL,
persecuted.
GVL, now let me-
Minorities are not persecuted. You are
GVL,
seeing how we
GVL,
are debating.
GVL,
how
GVL,
we have political participation of every religion in our
GVL,
politics.
I will now have to demolish your argument completely with. Don't mind, I'm about to demolish your argument. The simple question is
Try.
there. No, I won't even have to try. 2 questions in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Is the refugee issue about demography or national security? Nation wants to know. Second question, was it or was it not Kailash Vijayvargiya in 2015 who said he will prioritize the issue of Hindu refugee rights? He said a bill should be introduced so that, quote unquote, any Hindu from across the world who wanted to return to India will be given citizenship.
That's a stated position
You
of my
have, you
party.
have given the
We
issue
think-
religious color.
No, you have to understand. Hindus,
That's why you're on a weak ground.
Hindus who belong here, they
Agree.
cannot go anywhere else in the world. They
Sir,
cannot
you-
get a refuge anywhere else.
Acha, I want to
And
ask you.
therefore, you cannot simply
You came to
turn them
power on
away.
which date? You came to power on which date? You came to power on 25th of May 2016, 14 you were sworn in. And in December 2016, you can't deny you eased the citizenship procedure for minorities from Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Pakistan. You want me to read out what minorities you mentioned? You mentioned Hindus, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains, Parsis and Christians. What about Muslims?
I read out
No,
that.
because this entire region belongs to these are
There are no Muslims in this region.
countries.
People
They
will
are
question your general knowledge.
No, I think it's a fact. You don't
read
have
that. So
a.
I
In
read
all
that
these countries,
amendment
they are
for
either
yourself.
they are Muslim
Passport
countries.
amendment.
Afghanistan is a
Everything you
Muslim
amended.
country.
You are on a weak
Pakistan,
ground.
Bangladesh, they are all
That is
Muslim
what we are
countries.
saying.
Why will anyone even want to
On
come
this
here?
one issue.
Prism in this-
Why
this-
will anyone even want to come here?
On this one issue, I say, on this one issue, GVL going was good so far in the debate. But on this one issue,
That's where
you
we
are about to
different
lose
from
the
other
debate.
political parties.
You are about to lose the
Because
debate.
no, we are not losing.
She's coming to your
We are
defense, but you're
open
about to lose
it.
the debate.
We will
Make
state
religion
it
prism.
openly. It's a
You are
policy
make
of my
religion card.
party.
On this one issue, you are losing the debate.
No, we don't lose. No question of losing.
Mohit Roy.
No, this is why we win elections.
There is a-
This is the position that people of India.
Can I counter him?
Yes, it is important. People of India.
Humanity is gone.
People of
Humanity
India.
is
Losing the debate.
No,
Losing the
but
debate.
what
are you
you
talking
have to
about?
get terrorists to come into India?
No, I'm
You
sorry.
think I
what do you
should
mean by
admit
terrorist? You have
Pakistani
not proved-
citizens,
Not proved even
Pakistani
one person
Muslims
is terrorist.
who want to come
You
and
have not
export
proved any
terrorism.
person who has
Pakistani
caught in
Hindus,
illegal
Pakistani
activities.
Christians.
When I say elections,
Some
people
Buddhists
know
who are
our
getting
position
absolutely
is the right
baseless,
position.
ridiculous,
That is the nationalist
ridiculous,
position.
Government-
baseless
Okay, one second. Can I throw one more Brahmastra at him? One more Brahmastra at him. After this, GVL will have no replies, and GVL will concede. GVL is about to concede on the program that he was misguided because of his party affiliation.
Your Brahmastras
Not
are
at
very
all.
dangerous.
I'm proud of my party's stand, and that is a nationalistic stand. I will say it openly.
This is
Sorry,
the
what do you mean by
I will.
nationalist?
What
That
do you
is
mean?
what people of India.
This is the difficulty today.
Muslims can't be nationalists.
No, I'm not saying
Muslims
it.
can't be
But
nationalists.
Muslims are not persecuted in
Today the
Pakistan.
thing has happened that if we talk anything against
You are
the
losing the
Muslims,
debate.
we become anti-national. If
GVL,
we write
you're on
anything
back foot.
against
No,
the
I'm
fringe
not.
element, you are
Muslims
gone.
are not in
If
a
you write
minority
anything
in
against the
Pakistan.
RSS,
It
we
is
have seen
Hindus
what
who are
happens to them.
persecuted in Pakistan.
This is
So if they
democracy.
wish to come
We are
back.
living in a democratic country.
Okay,
There has
I'll
to be a
tell you.
healthy debate.
I'll tell you,
Merely by
you have-
labeling us anti-national, we will not
Silence.
win the debate. GVL.
There is a person.
Because we challenge the government, we become anti-national.
I know a little secret.
You don't. No, but you.
I know a
want to
secret about your
compromise
party.
national security.
I know one of the secrets of the BJP. Should I share it?
You know so many, Arnab.
I know a lot of secrets, but I reveal them when I want to.
Just reveal one by
We are
one.
an open book. There is no secret
You
about
have-
BJP.
you have formed-
You get what you
Open
see.
book in
We speak. There is nothing hidden about BJP.
Okay,
We are
GVL,
open about our
GVL,
position on
GVL,
every issue.
GVL.
So what's wrong if the Congress is open?
There is nobody here in
So what's
Let
wrong
me-
if the Congress
There
is
is
open?
nothing
Huh?
What's wrong if the Congress is open?
Oh,
the
no, Congress
says
is
they
on.
will be
No,
inviting
Congress
everybody
speaks. No,
legally.
Congress speaks one thing and does something
Come on.
else.
This is obduracy on your part.
Congress is
You are
not
so
an open
obdurate,
party.
sir. You are
However
so
much you
obdurate.
like the Congress.
You want your position to be
Not
very much
listening to my
stable.
point. By the way, you must understand, I am the same person who has been saying very openly, throw the Rohingyas out, and we put out a hashtag saying no more appeasement. But you see, your party has a secret called the refugee cell. You have started something called the refugee cell. It has been working very quietly. There is a 10-member committee which will supervise the refugee cell's work. I don't know why she's laughing out there. Shubhrashta, maybe she knows more about the refugee cell than I do. So if you want to share some secrets, Shubhrashta, you're most welcome.
You have a data?
No, I don't know. I'm sharing information.
If she has a data, please give.
I am not making any allegations, but I'm making a point to my friend GVL Narasimha Rao. Mr. Narasimha Rao, there is a person called Mohit Roy. He has been working as the convener of this newly formed refugee cell. The only policy and job of the refugee cell is to, quote unquote, identify Muslim infiltrators and pressurize the administration to deport them. You tell me, how do you allow a cell of a party which wants to say that we want to pressurize the government to deport Muslim?
No, identifying illegal immigrants is happening.
Anything factually incorrect?
No, I'm not aware of what you're saying. You apparently know more than what I seem to know. But it's a process. It's a process that has been on for a long time.
It was used in the context of
governmental agencies. Governmental agencies have been identifying illegal immigrants. They have been checking.
Challenge from Atikur Rahman.
Anyone can do it. You can do it. I can do it. If I'm going to aid the government. Identifying foreigners is a process that is currently on. Anyone can do it. You can do it. I can do it. Party can do it. An independent agency
and
can do it.
Atikur Rahman, you are a fine person to say all this. You came on my program on the 13th of August. I have an elephant's memory. And you said Indians must put contentious issues on a moratorium for 10 years and focus on development. Wow. Great talk. Can we focus on development when Rohingyas are walking into India? According to the HS Brahma Committee report, Assam has already been taken over. You go to the state where I am from Assam, and go to the part of Assam between Barpeta and Nalbari where I come from. You will not be able to find out whether you're in Bangladesh or in your own country. I'm saying this to you. Shame on you for allowing this to happen. So you don't tell me about focusing on development.
Not against deportation of any of the immigrants.
You want infiltrators. You want infiltrators to make merry with the Lashkar-e-Toiba and then tell me to focus on development.
In fact, I told you in another program, Arnab, that
you want them to eat up my resources, take over my land, and as she rightly said, destroy the Shatras in Assam and then tell me to focus on development. How will you focus on development when your very religious and cultural identity is under threat? Please answer me. Please answer me, sir. This is ironical, and you are not being genuine when you are making that argument. You must apologize for making these hypocritical arguments today. I have defeated both sides.
But where is the hypocrisy, Arnab? I still stand with my argument.
What argument?
Deport
that they are poor and hapless people.
Wherein you can safeguard their property. I am not for all time for these immigrants to take over demography.
They are all illegal.
No.
Whosoever illegal can.
So
they are all illegal.
Deport them to
Yours
safety.
It is for you to decide.
Not being inhuman.
What is inhumanity in it?
The inhumanity part is you are illegally them. It's a place wherein there is no
illegally come to this country. So you legally go out of this country.
I want to say what is humanity.
Tanveer is saying what is humanitarian, and he will argue with Shubhrashta on the debate right now. I want to just tell you this.
I would like
that I want to. Okay, you want to speak first.
The country where.
But you sent out 10,900 Bangladeshis. Don't forget that before you lecture.
I will argue that point also. Okay,
you picked them up, identified them. Devagowda sat there and he said, "Let them go."
Okay.
What a shame.
I would like to.
You are doing that and saying something. Where was your humanity then?
Let me answer it. Question.
Where was your heart?
We are suffering every day.
Did your heart take a little walk and say, after we throw out the Bangladeshis, my heart will come back? Or has your heart come back after Modi came to power? Your heart is back because Modi is in power.
I'll answer that.
This is all about Modi.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, it is. You acknowledge it's all about targeting Modi.
According to you.
Oh, right.
According to Mr. Arnab Goswami, anything against Modi is bad.
Yeah, and even according to GBL.
But let me tell you.
Asaduddin Owaisi. Sorry.
I want to say what is humanity.
And what is the meaning of refugee as per the international law?
No, before that,
as per our law,
you explain.
Anyone
a terrorist is not a refugee.
International law of refugee, there is a law, sir. And
we have not signed the convention.
I'm sorry.
It's not applicable to us.
Tanveer is debating with Shubhrashta. Everyone else on the back seat, please. Tanveer and Shubhrashta are debating now. Next 5 minutes. Everyone else take a back seat. I'm requesting you. Let Tanveer and Shubhrashta debate. Let them be heard.
Fine. I want to say
even I'm taking a back seat
first, then I would allow you to speak, and then I would rebut. Khalsa Aid is an international NGO started in UK, which is feeding 30,000 to 50,000 Rohingyas every day. That is humanity. That is humanity. People who don't have food feeding them. Yes, that is humanity.
Let her.
Don't make statements where
Go
people.
there,
Let her respond.
What kind of statement it is? People would definitely laugh at you, Ashok Pandit ji.
Oh.
You are there on people.
I said two people are debating now.
Fine, thank you very much.
Please.
No, people are definitely laughing at you.
No,
Not
you're
a Pandit.
Sir, you're
Pandit
presuming
who
it.
doesn't know what is
Mr.
humanity.
Tanveer Ahmed,
A
people are
Pandit.
laughing at you, and people have been laughing at you since 2014.
Sir, no wonder. No wonder. No wonder.
Ashok
No
Pandit,
wonder.
she's responding. Ashok Pandit, she's responding.
Ashok Pandit ji.
Ashok Pandit, Shubhrashta is responding.
पंडित मोमिन पादरियों के फंदों को काटना पहले सीख लीजिएगा, बाद में सब आने सब बातें कीजिए।
आप अपनी कमियों को इंतजार करिए।
आपको इंसानियत नहीं मालूम, इंसानियत नहीं जानते आप। पहले बाद में पंडित बनिए, पहले इंसान बनिए।
इंसानियत का लेक्चर मत दीजिए।
आपकी कैपेसिटी में नहीं है,
आपकी कैपेसिटी नहीं है सर।
आपकी कैपेसिटी में नहीं है,
तो आपकी नहीं है तनवीर साहब, आपकी कैपेसिटी नहीं है।
एक्चुअली शुभ्रास्ता ने एक शब्द बोला,
लोग आप पे हंस रहे हैं।
आपने शुभ्रास्ता ने एक शब्द बोला, वो मैं इस्तेमाल नहीं करूंगा।
और जब हकीकत आपके सामने आती है,
आपने इनको हैवान बोला।
तो हकीकत आपके सामने आती है,
मैंने नहीं बोला,
तो आप लोग परेशान हो जाते हैं।
बैठता है वो।
Tanveer ji, I take offense to this fact that I used the word Hewan in a specific context. It was not for any and every
I would use
migrant.
that word any person who doesn't understand insaniyat.
That's your problem.
Let her speak.
In my definition, I'm sorry,
Ashok.
because no, I
she's
have to
speaking.
respond.
She's
I have to
responding.
respond.
She is responding. Let her respond.
Because my
Go on.
words can be used against me. Hewan is a word I use for illegal migrants who are potential terrorists, and I stick by my word. I completely stick by my word.
Haiwan is a word
Hold
which
on.
can be used for a person.
Tanveer ji,
let her
बोलने
speak.
दीजिए. Tanveer ji, please बोलने दीजिए.
Not illegal immigrant.
Tanveer ji, बोलने दीजिए. आवाज मत दबाइए.
I will come. But after 5 minutes. After 5. I will.
बोलने दीजिए.
GBL will also. I know GBL
आप लोग
is
बात
a
करने
real
देंगे.
gentleman. He will also not agree with you.
Tanveer, she's responding.
A large section of the community have been radicalized. They are a potential threat to national security. Therefore, to that extent,
Any person, fine. I would also agree with you. Any person who wants to destroy humanity is Haiwan.
I tell you one thing now.
Thank you.
Haiwan,
That's exactly what I said.
without
That
any
is
proof,
exactly what I said.
Without any proof,
let her respond.
That is exactly what I
Let
said.
her respond. Hear her.
बोलिए,
तनवीर जी,
बोलिए,
इंसानियत के
शुभराष्ट्र जी।
दुश्मन हैवान है, और अभी जिस संदर्भ में भारत रह रहा है, सारे इलीगल माइग्रेंट्स को मैं हैवान ही मानूंगी.
I'm sorry.
Moving forward.
Atikur, wait. She will be allowed to speak, and after that you will respond. But after she speaks, thank you.
वारिस जी, थोड़ी शांति, बोलने दीजिए. आप लोग बहुत देर से आइडियोलॉजिकल इशू पे डिबेट कर रहे हैं. लोगों को प्रॉब्लम हुई कि भाई ये क्यों यूज कर दिया गया वर्ड की मुसलमान शब्द क्यों हटा दिया गया. आपको पता होगा बहुत सारे कांग्रेस लीडर्स हैं, नए कांग्रेस लीडर्स हैं आजकल फेसबुक ट्विटर पे, देखिए जाकर, वो अपने आप को लिखते हैं प्राउड मुस्लिम कल्चरल हिंदू. ये जो बीजेपी और आरएसएस प्राउड मुस्लिम cultural Hindu. I don't want to name the leaders right now because unnecessarily but I will give you a list of these people who believe in that. RSS and BJP have a very clear stand.
with Congress जी.
We are not that
नहीं तनवीर जी, बात बोलने तो दीजिए.
अगर से नुकसान पहुंचाया है तो दो राष्ट्रीय पक्षों ने पहुंचाया है, एक कांग्रेस, दूसरा
एक विचारधारा की आवाज मत दबाइए, बोलने दीजिए, उस बात को कंप्लीट करने दीजिए.
आपकी आवाज हमसे अच्छी है.
ठीक है, धन्यवाद, बहुत
Okay, please let her answer. Don't give me super serious
response. के बियॉन्ड बात बोलने दीजिए. जब बात हिंदू राष्ट्र की होती है ना, तो किसी रिलीजियस राष्ट्र की नहीं होती. वो बात उस देश की होती है जहां पर असम में या अरुणाचल प्रदेश में या मणिपुर में किसी व्यक्ति का नाम सोमनाथ रखा जाता है. और ये बात मैं नहीं कह रही हूँ, ये बात सुषमा स्वराज जी ने कही थी. जब किसी भी इंसान का नाम सोमनाथ रखा जाता है अरुणाचल जैसी जगह पर, और वो सदियों पहले रखा जाता है, जब गुजरात से लेकर अरुणाचल के बीच में कोई लिंक नहीं था. ये है हिंदुत्व, ये है हिंदू राष्ट्र की परिकल्पना. इसमें कोई भी हिंदू मुसलमान की बात नहीं है. जब शंकर देव जब वहाँ असम में जब वैष्णवाइट ट्रेडिशन फैला रहे थे ना, उसी समय अजान फकीर भी हुए थे. शंकर अजान की परंपरा है हिंदुत्व. तो आप प्लीज इस पूरे डिबेट को जो कम्युनलाइज करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और हिंदू शब्द की अपने हिसाब से व्याख्या कर रहे हैं. वारिस जी बोलने दीजिए. अभी बहुत देर तक आप बोलते रहे.
10 मिनट और बाकी है डिबेट में.
इस विचारधारा की आवाज को केवल यहाँ नहीं दबाया गया है. एक पूरी एडिटोरियल गिल्ड ने इस विचारधारा की आवाज को दबाया है. जो हिंदुत्व की बात भाजपा और आरएसएस करती है, मैं भाजपा की प्रशंसक हूं, मैं भाजपा की स्पोक्स पर्सन नहीं हूं, लेकिन इस आइडियोलॉजी में मेरे शरीर का एक एक और मेरे मन का एक एक रत्ती इस आइडियोलॉजी के प्रति समर्पित है। इस देश का हर भारतवासी, चाहे वो कोई भी धर्म का पालन करता हो, वो हिंदू है। और वो हिंदू शब्द की परिभाषा को आप वेद उपनिषद से मत तोड़कर जोड़कर
है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
बिल्कुल यही बात।
ज्योग्राफिकल एक्सप्लेनेशन है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है।
नहीं क्या बात कर रहे हैं,
आप शाखा आइए, समझ में आएगा।
बात हो रही है हिंदू मुस्लिम, आपने कर दिया। पहले आप बताइए व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इलीगल इमिग्रेंट। मैं आपको पढ़ के सुना था। Illegal immigrant is someone who is moving from one country to another without valid documentation, usually for economic betterment. ये हैवान हो गया। However, a person crossing international borders to escape war or persecution is automatically protected under international law as a refugee, and the lack of documentation does not deviate her of this status.
बिल्कुल
ये इंटरनेशनल लॉ
इतना बड़ा है।
अच्छा सवाल पूछा,
परसिक्यूशन हो रहा है, कोई मरा जा रहा है, वहां से वो इंटरनेशनल बॉर्डर क्रॉस करके हमारे देश में आ रहा है, तो क्या वो हैवान हो गया आपकी?
जवाब लेंगे अगर आप अभी।
क्या हमारा विशाल देश जब चकमास को रख सकता है,
रैली नहीं है वारिस जी, रैली नहीं है वारिस जी, रैली नहीं है, ये डिबेट है, जवाब देने दीजिए।
इसको नहीं रख सकते प्लीज? अरे आपकी
ये ओवैसी जी की रैली नहीं है, जवाब सुनने की हिम्मत रखिए।
आपकी रैली में तो हम आके बैठ गए 1 घंटे से, हमको लगता है कि आपकी रैली चल रही है।
जवाब तो दीजिए, जवाब दीजिए।
आप हिंदू राष्ट्र बोलेंगे हम सुनेंगे, आप हिंदू बोलेंगे हम सुनेंगे। इतना लेवलेज आपको नहीं मिलेगा। हमको आप हिंदू बोले हमको नहीं मंजूर है, हिंदू राष्ट्र नहीं मंजूर है। आपने तो ऑलरेडी हिंदू राष्ट्र बना दिया। अरे मैडम टाइम लगेगा, वक्त लगेगा हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाने के लिए। इसलिए जो डिबेट में हम आए, जो मुद्दा है मुद्दे पे, क्या ये आपकी नजर में हैवान है?
जी अभी आपने इसी डिबेट में अपने आप को कॉन्ट्राडिक्ट किया है आपने। शांत हो जाइए वारिस जी, शांत हो जाइए, मुझे बोलने दीजिए। तनवीर जी आपने इसी डिबेट में अभी ये बोला कि यदि आपके विचारधारा का मतलब ये है,
तो इस देश का भगवान भला करेगा। अगर आपकी आइडियोलॉजी इस देश की हो गई तो इस देश को भगवान ही भला करेगा।
अच्छा तनवीर जी जस्टिफिकेशन दे।
आपने इनके कम्युनल स्टेटमेंट की तरफ होते हुए
We are not going to listen to whatever she says. She will object to each and every word.
What do you object to? What do you object to?
We don't accept. We don't agree.
What do you object to?
No, she's saying Haiwan. She's saying Hindu Rashtra. She's saying all are Hindu, and you want us to listen to her quietly, sit down calmly? No. We will not listen. We have objection to her using her words for us as Hindus. Sorry, madam. We are Muslims. Proud Muslims.
But you're
Indian. Proud Indian. Proud Muslim. Please. Don't call me a Hindu, please. Take back your words. Because she debate has to be
proud Muslims,
proud Indian, proud Muslim. But don't call me a Hindu. Don't impose your ideology upon me. Because I have refused your ideologies.
Tanveer ji agreed on this show that if
Tanveer, he might agree. I don't agree with him.
We agree to it.
I don't agree with him.
Subrashta,
I disagree with him.
From the issue, can I please just take a second and a moment? I want to pick up on something that you said.
ये हैवान है ये लोग.
Give me 10 seconds.
You are provoking me.
Arnab, I respond to you.
I want to respond.
No, since you're all telling me, you're not letting me speak. But every time I speak, you say, I want to respond to you, I want to respond to you. But you're not letting this person speak. This is the first episode of the Sunday debate where I have hardly got a chance to speak. I might as well get on with my work.
एक्सप्लेनेशन को इन्होंने आके धार्मिक एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया है। आपके धार्मिक एक्सप्लेनेशन से मैं हिंदू नहीं हूं।
Why are
आपके धार्मिक एक्सप्लेनेशन से हिंदू मैं हूं।
कल्चरल
नेशनलिज्म से धार्मिक एक्सप्लेनेशन से नहीं हूं मैं।
इंडियन है,
आप
बिल्कुल
आपके शब्दों के जाल में आप है ना खुद फंस गई है बेटा। आप खुद फंस गई हैं। आप फंसाने की कोशिश में आप फंस गई हैं। आपको नहीं पता है कि आपने
Now quiet please. Now listen to me. All right, you've been speaking. Stop. Listen. Now I have a point to make, and I would like everyone to listen to me for just a while, and I want to come in with my own argument and a question here, which I have to place to the panel. You see, I don't mind when you're saying be humanitarian, very good. But at some basic level, I appreciate the fact actually that you are saying be humanitarian. But Tanveer Ahmed and everyone, and please listen to me, humanity starts at home. You must first raise your voices for those who suffer within your country, your fellow countrymen, before you are showing compassion to illegal infiltrators. You want us no. Listen to me, Atikur Rahman. Listen to me. I'm against you, but listen to me.
I know that.
At least I'm not a hypocrite like the other TV anchors, who will say they're neutral. I'm not neutral. You want anyone who comes from Assam and has seen what has happened in that state will not be neutral. Like anyone who's seen what has happened to Kashmiri Pandits will not be neutral. You want us to become the epitome of doling out human rights. You say we are a great country. When it comes to Rohingya Muslims, you break into chants of how they are refugees. Why don't you first and foremost bring back and rehabilitate the Kashmiri Pandits who are treated as refugees on our own soil? Why do you not make passionate speeches, dharnas about the dignity, humanity, rights and respect for the Pandits? Why do you lose your voice? One more minute. When it comes to the Assamese in India, whether Muslim or Hindu Assamese, if you are truly humanitarian, and you're not simply anti-India, how do you blabber on about illegal Rohingyas while tolerating how Assamese temple lands, as she referred to, are being usurped, and these are not my words, by illegal ants called Bangladeshis? How do you sit here with the human rights flag and not demand the human rights of those whose land they have grabbed in the lower Assam districts of Nagaon, Morigaon, Sonitpur? And she's right, go and see that place. You have carved out this argument. And last thing, you keep silent when Ayub Pandit is lynched in the middle of a street outside a mosque on the eve of Eid. But then you tell me you need to have humanity towards Rohingyas. So मुझे ये hypocrisy ना बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं
this selective outrage
Please
is
understand.
what makes people of India.
Be human, but be human to all.
Yeah, let there be no selectivity in outrage. No, let me.
You've really dominated.
So
Hear him.
As you see, Hindutva is a cultural concept. I think you are practicing Islam, I practice a different religion, we are different religions. But we are sons of the same soil. And this Hindutva is not a religious concept. If you don't want to agree to her or agree with me, fine. But this is what Supreme Court judgment said. It said Hindutva is a way of life. You have no problem with that. And as far as illegal immigrants are concerned, any section which poses a security threat to my country, any section which puts a burden on my resources, I cannot, I don't agree that all illegal immigrants. No, one second, let me say.
Ashok Pandit said whichever religion. Right now, about 5 minutes back, you said any Hindus prosecuted anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world.
I'll address what you're saying.
No, what about the struggle of Gorkhas in Darjeeling? I'll give you an example. What about the struggle of Gorkhas in Darjeeling? You have a bleeding heart for the Rohingya persecution in Myanmar. What about the Gorkhas in Darjeeling? Because it is hypocrisy. It is hypocrisy when the likes of Mamata Banerjee have failed to manage the pre-existent communal strife within their states, whether it is Basirat or Malda in 2016, are suddenly batting for the retention of Rohingyas. She doesn't care about the Gorkhas, she cares about the Rohingyas. This is Muslim vote bank politics. This is Muslim vote bank politics, unfortunately.
The problem is,
I have given you so many examples today.
You are picking and choosing what fits the...
You are really losing the argument now. 5 minutes on the debate. Viewers, please vote right now. Who has lost and who has won this debate?
Suits your discretion. But
have you lost?
No, why? See, humanity never loses.
No, we represent humanity.
I represent humanity.
No, we represent. You are representing
you lost
the religion.
I am asking to have a vast heart for people who have been prosecuted, who have been raped, whose children have been killed. I am asking you to have a large heart. You are having a
2 minutes left on the debate. 2 minutes on the debate.
Indian heart beats for everybody.
No, it's your selective
Vishwaguru. It has to be Vishwaguru. You can't really pick and choose. You are not behaving like an Indian. No, I'm sorry.
1 minute 30 seconds.
No, I'm sorry. I would like to say,
you are taking a communal position.
No,
that is
I'm sorry.
My
1 minute on the debate.
My country stood for Shias from Pakistan.
45 seconds.
Stood for Hindus from Pakistan. My country. This is the country.
You stand with the people of the country. You stand with the people of the country first before you talk about illegal immigrants.
Ladies and gentlemen, all I'd say at the end, have a heart.
No, first think about
as I close the debate. Closing comments, 1 minute on each side. Gentlemen, on both teams will now identify a closing speaker. 30 seconds to each closing speaker. 30 seconds to each closing speaker. 30 seconds to each closing speaker. I am saying, take the world's problem on your shoulders. Nobody's stopping you. But what is the problem with being Indian first? 30 seconds to this. Who's giving the closing round on this side? GVL, 30 seconds closing the debate. Voting is on right now. 30 seconds before the final
I think
vote.
we are all Indians first. I think let us think about India before we start thinking about illegal immigrants of different denominations or coming from different countries. There may be some situations which have really forced their migration. But we have to look after our own security. We have to look after well-being of 130 crore people of the country. That is what we are speaking for. Let us not
30 seconds on my left. 30 seconds on my left.
This is not a discussion, debate on religion.
Closing the debate.
This is on national interest.
Atikur, 30 seconds closing the debate.
Sir, India is a mighty nation. India has given the slogan of humanity by Mahatma Gandhi. India was the one who has shown the way of democracy to more than 50 South Asian nations. Against the colonial powers of the British, India stands for, encompassing the entire humanity into its fold. And India is so secure that today we are in a position to ask for a Security Council seat at the UN. We cannot be so much parochial in your thoughts that we can say that we don't have any grounds for
without a speck of self-doubt. We have always said no appeasement and Rohingyas must go. We've made our position clear. Viewers, it's time for you to decide who won this debate. At the very end, this is not just about Rohingyas. It will have ramifications beyond Rohingyas, and there are many communities. I wish next time Mr. Asaduddin Owaisi and the others themselves come and debate this. Till then, until next Sunday, thank you for being with me, ladies and gentlemen, for a fantastic debate. Thank you and goodbye.